What is up, everybody? Spidey here. And as always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. We made it to another Sunday night
Yeah,
for the Marvel Show. Sundays seem a lot longer than Tuesday to Tuesday. Sunday to Sunday seems longer.
that's an interesting observation. I think you're right. I think it feels longer. It's like the whole week. Oh, weird.
Well, without waiting any longer, this is my co host, the 9.9 Newsstand. How's it going, buddy?
I'm really well. How are you tonight? Hello, hello.
I'm well. I'm happy to be back in Louisiana here in the hobby room.
Yeah.
But in my travels, I got some gifts for us. The gifts is not the right word, some treats for us tonight.
Hmm.
Um, we might be breaking open a Marvel Masterpiece box, but not one that I've opened on the channel before. So that's your
Okay.
tease.
I knew that's what I wrote in my story. I said Spidey's being mysterious, but I think there's a Marvel card box that's going to be broken today.
Yeah. I also got to go to the Dallas Card Show yesterday, so we can recap on
Yeah.
that. And then
Yeah,
yeah,
please.
whatever else is going on in the Marvel world. But let's say hello to our beautiful goops. We got Naj.
Naj, what up?
What is up, my friend?
I need to
We got
fix myself. I'm
Eric.
looking disheveled.
I
Eric,
actually
hello.
have
Howdy.
we pointed out Eric the last show. We pointed out his art on Instagram, but I have some to share with you guys personally because he sent me some.
Oh, please. And Eric, a pleasure connecting with you. We promptly after that episode, we became friends on Instagram. That was really nice.
Very nice gentleman and a good artist, which I'll show off here in a little bit.
Beautiful.
I came home to quite a few things in mail. We got Dan. How's it going?
Dan, what up?
Marvelous Sunday. Papa Leon. RMS collects.
Hey, RMS and I did a trade, and the books that I traded for the card are still en route to him, but the card that is already here, and he included some gifts with it, or some extras. So I'll show those in a little bit. But thank you, RMS, and I'm
Does,
happy you're here. And I
does
actually
that
love
make
the
him a
card.
better shipper than you?
Yep, yep. And that thing got here the next day, and I hadn't even shipped his out yet. So I'm
No
like,
one's
wow,
as bad as me, so don't worry, man. You're still not at the
that's
bottom.
that's fantastic.
Nerd out for what?
Yo, wait, whoa, hey, what's going on? Hey,
Yeah.
wait, is that my friend from Instagram? Hello, I might be confused, but I don't think I am. Good
Yeah,
evening,
maybe not. We got Jess here. Happy Sunday, Constantine. That's always good to
Constantine.
be hanging out with you. Weekend is going well, but I will tell you, do you want to hear about the Dallas Card Show first?
Yeah, man, I do actually, because I forgot that it was happening until I saw in your story. So yes.
Yeah, and I got some stuff. So I went
Oh, I
in
like that.
just thinking, I want to go. I want to say hi to people and see some friendly faces and hunt Marvel cards. But I didn't think that I was going to buy anything, and ended up buying quite a few things. But I
Ooh.
went in with this kind of anticipation of, judging the January Dallas Card Show compared to the two previous Januaries,
Mm-hmm.
in not two previous January, two previous years, 2021 and 2022.
Okay.
2021 could barely find Marvel cards. People looked at me sideways when I went.
Right.
2022, it was insanely hyped. Marvel cards in the golden booth, people selling Marvel cards everywhere, kind of thing. Everywhere you
Mm-hmm.
turn, there was Marvel cards, to some degree, not like every single table. This year, much scaled down. Like,
Really.
yeah, way scaled down. None of the Marvel guys, so to speak, there with their cards. You basically had what amounted to me as people who are primarily sports cards, still selling off some of the stuff that they still have. Some of the bigger tables that had a lot of Marvel cards had greatly reduced those by the time they got to this show.
Yeah.
But it was a nice medium between the two of not having anything, but having stuff. So it felt like you were able to hunt and find stuff. So that was really nice. I did have in terms of buying cards, it was the best show that I've been to in terms of me like spending money and finding stuff and buying stuff.
Oh, that's a nice contrast then. It's kind of a good and bad. And so, generally speaking, what was the atmosphere at the Dallas Card Show, the top of the
Um,
year?
Look, as you're walking, you can like hear conversations, and like all the conversations that I could like, and I had a listening for was like talking about how many people are here, what's the energy like, how's the show doing, and so people are definitely seem to be kind of like feeling it out. How bad is it right now, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't there long enough throughout the day to ask people like how do they do selling, but when I wanted to make a deal, like I was able to put together a deal, except for just like one or two occasions.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what you brought home with you.
Yeah, I'll show a few things. We got Eat Your Marvel
Very cool.
here,
What's up?
Cards and Comic Freaks,
Oh, my
stacking
man.
nine
We had
nines.
some fun conversation, he and I, earlier today. Maybe that was yesterday, but hey, hello.
Our friend Sydney's here.
Sydney, it's been a long time, my friend.
He's
Hi.
off. He's off and on again.
I miss you, Sydney. It's good to
I'm
see
hoping
you.
that hopefully the Sunday night show works for them. We got Forest Moon Collectibles.
Hey, my guy. Hello,
He's been
hello.
posting some cool stuff here lately on Instagram.
Oh, then I'm guilty. I gotta revisit. I gotta revisit. I have not visited the feed in at least a week, so I'm gonna be there, my friend.
All right, well, let me go ahead and tease the Marvel box so people hang around. Good show production here. That's
What year
2008.
is that? Oh,
2008.
cool.
So,
Nice.
so we do have a chance at a sketch card. That's
All
going to be
right,
the big hit here.
fantastic.
7 cards per pack, 36 packs. Kind of
Oh,
true
this set.
90s.
I was very confused about this set. Now I finally get to see what comes out of these packs. There's like parallel, like I was confused about this set. Okay, this is good. I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's the first time I've ever opened this box. I think I've opened some packs, but never opened the box.
All right, fantastic.
That'll be fun. I did, I'm a glutton for punishment, but I picked up another
No,
one of
you
these.
didn't.
I did.
Can we
I
open it
did.
tonight? Can we
You
open
want to
it?
guess what I
Let's
paid
open
for it?
it. Yeah, yes, I do want to guess. 432.
I like that number. I would not have been a buyer at 432. I was a buyer at
Oh,
375.
brother, I love that.
Yeah.
Nice, fantastic. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that's good. I
I'm happy
love
to get it at
that.
that price.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yep. 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 Oh, we got
Almost.
somebody guessed 500. It is a deal, and this is like this is just a good reminder about sealed product. That sealed product rides a roller coaster. It's never a rocket ship.
Yeah, yeah,
It's never a rocket ship. You have that initial rush of like, I want to get it when it releases. I want to be one of the first to open it, and you have to pay the piper for that if you didn't pre-order early. I mean, you're
indeed,
paying for time at that point
indeed.
to have that experience. Then you have EPAC comes out, and that kind of sets the new baseline. And the boxes generally race down to where EPAC is. And then what happens is people spend too much money, and so now they need to unload.
Yeah,
And so they're not there to buy the boxes. They're trying to get rid of singles, and then box prices drop some more. And so
right.
that's kind of where we're at right now. You couple that with what's going on in everybody's kind of personal economy, of scale, so to speak, explains why box prices are look, they're still expensive. 375 is a lot of money. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that that's not, but
but
it's not 700.
near exactly nearly half of what they
Mhm.
were doing in the height of the excitement. Old timer gaming. Hello, hello. He said, "Hello, good to be here. Good to be up at 2 a.m. to see this." I thank you, thank you for that. So you and Naj are both braving the wee hours of the morning for us, and we appreciate that very much.
Yeah. Hold on real quick. Kev McGee says, I traded all my PMGs for eggs. Have you been seeing what's going on with the egg market?
What is an egg market?
I made a post in my personal Facebook, but it's like it's like outdoing Bitcoin right now and like going up.
Eggs?
Yeah, not
Like
like
egg
overall, not like one egg to one Bitcoin, but just how much it's gone up in the last X number of weeks and days or whatever.
eggs number of weeks, my friend. Eggs
Eggs
numbers of
number, yeah.
weeks. Okay, so eggs are a hot commodity. I didn't know. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think there's
Eyes
like
on the market.
I don't know what I'm talking about right now. It changes
It's
nothing, but
because you meat eaters have ruined it all the chickens, and there's not enough chickens for eggs.
well, I can't say that I'm gonna get us canceled. I don't want to get us canceled. Apparently there's like
Push the
a
envelope.
apparently there's like a a bird flu going around and the mask isn't working.
Oh. Well, that's terrible. That's a shame. Everyone stay safe. Um, Juan
Talk about the
Reyes.
mask for the chickens, dude.
Oh, I was trying to put it together, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. All right. There's an argument made that I can't say it. No, anyway, yes. All right. Made it. But back to Juan. Hello, Juan. How are you, my friend? From the bench, what's up? Keith is with us. Wait, I'm still not comfortable with this Sunday night slot, but always here to support. The thing about change is it's uncomfortable, and that's why we go for it, and then it becomes comfortable, and then we break out of that. But this is just growth, my friend, and you're part of the growth. So thank you. Yeah.
He is, and without Keith here, we wouldn't have someone to actually properly explain the egg market to us.
Yeah, you gotta break that down for us.
Hey, and by the way, I did want to recognize this fact up here. Did I pass it up? I may have passed it up. I'll just say it. But crypto is up. I think I saw
Yes,
it
it is.
at 20K.
Bitcoin went to like 21 and change the other day, and here I was like a few weeks ago saying like, man, I hope it gets down to 8.
Yeah.
And you were like, I had my eyes on the 16 level. Well, for the short term, that 16 level is quite nice. What are you up? 30% if you bought at 16? Something, it's up. It's having a bit of a pullback today. We'll see what happens. But I like to advise all of my friends, cryptocurrency gets overly excited in either direction. Just because it's moving doesn't mean it continues to move. If you're a short-term trader, you're having fun in the volatility. If you're a long-term holder, don't be so concerned about the swings week to week.
Yeah. Some people are buying to sell rapidly.
Yeah. It's a good environment for that. I'll tell you, it's fun if you've got the money and the appetite for risk.
All right. Armando wants me to show the Aunt May Marvel figure, but I cannot actually put that on this channel. It's that bad.
Oh,
Somebody
then
made
you
an
have to. Then you
can't.
absolutely have to. It's that bad? It can't be worse than the Marvel metal cards of Aunt May.
Oh, Dave.
Dave, what up?
How's it going, friend? It's worse than it's basically if someone took the Marvel Metal card and made it into a figure. That's actually what it is. Let's see. I don't have my phone near me, so I think I can pull it up on Instagram. Give me a second.
Okay, I'm going to continue with some hellos here. Eat Your Marvel. I think we did speak to him already, but hello, my friend. Carnage tomorrow. Happy C Day. Yes. Unbound Carnage tomorrow. Not a bad card. I'm excited that that's tomorrow.
I was curious what you were going to say about the that style of art and anatomy with it being Carnage.
I mean, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. It didn't become my favorite Carnage art or anything, but like, what?
It looks like Gary Busey.
Poor Aunt May, I love you so much, but you gotta get a new agent or something because you are being poorly represented out here.
Yes. Grindstone, how's it going? So yeah, Armando
Grindstone,
scared me with that today. It's terrible.
Did I see our friend Found Comics in here? Yeah. Noan, tell me if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, because I don't think we've ever spoken to other. I haven't spoken to you by your first name. So Noan, if that's correct, if not, correct me. Good evening. Thanks for being here. It's Found Comics from Instagram. Good friend. Cheers.
Awesome. So Keith says the next bird flu is the worst it's ever been. Hundreds of thousands of chickens have been slaughtered. Entire farms have been wiped out.
Sounds like food in. Sounds like okay.
Yeah,
man,
it's terrible stuff. All right, I want to show you guys some of the other stuff I got from Dallas Card Show. You up for it?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Oh, I'm way behind in the chat. I had no idea.
Yeah. All right. Boom. And now we're going to switch this camera here. Give me a second. To this one.
Oh, what's in the back of your hoodie?
Oh, it's nothing.
That's a pretty action-packed nothing, I tell you.
It's the Aoki hoodie that I printed over.
Okay.
You got to bring that up again.
My bad. It was unintentional. Now I remember.
All right. So I got this. How's the lighting, by the way? Everything look good?
Yeah, crystal clear. I see some PSA slabs over there. We got the metal box. Oh, and obviously you picked up the box at Dallas.
Yes, I picked all this up at Dallas. I'm about to show you.
Yeah.
Well, not
Of
all of it.
course.
I'll tell you when it's not Dallas. How about that? So I got this for 375, and for now, the plan is actually to keep it sealed. Okay,
Aw, aw.
this is one of my better buys.
Hey, is this 66? What is this?
This is 66 Donruss,
That's
and we always
wow.
talk about how like these are the first Spider-Man cards, but I mean I think these are the first Iron Mans as well.
Yeah,
Oh.
most probably, yeah. Kess says excellent, and I love Kess for that.
Of course, we've got Daredevil here. It's cool. Now, I
Yeah,
think it's one of the Captain America cards that have the Spider-Man face on the back.
yeah, it's like this weird card. It's like a little bit of rubble on it, a little bit of
Mhm.
something else on it. Well, did you get it? Is it here?
Well, let's keep looking.
Let's
So,
keep
but
looking.
again, first Hulk card, first Thor. Look at that. It's a great Thor.
Yeah, fantastic.
Can't see around my camera. Got Daredevil with Stilt Man, villain. Another cool Thor here. Daredevil. Daredevil
Oh,
with a
Off-White
write your own
Tim,
caption.
we touched on that a little bit, but we'll recap right after he goes over some cards. Off-White was saying curious to hear about the presence of Marvel at Dallas because we talked about that in like the first minute. So we'll get back into that. It's
Oh,
a brief
somebody said
summation.
that's Spidey, not DD, right? Like with Stillman, that's definitely Daredevil. You can see the horns, but are
The
they
first one
talking?
when he was on the wall, right? That confused me too. I said that's not
Oh, that is
Daredevil. Daredevil
Spidey.
doesn't do that.
Yeah, that is Spidey. Sorry.
Yeah, they just didn't color any elements of him.
Well, I'll tell you why I said that. Because I thought I had all the Spideys at the end. I thought I'd
Got it.
restack this, and I can't see around my camera. Like it's in the way. For me to keep the cards in the screen, I actually can't see very well. So we got Iron Man, Daredevil. That's a great card. And these are clean too, by the way. They're not like uh had turned brown or anything and
They
look
look
good.
good.
Yeah,
I love that card.
that's great.
Yeah.
I made a before and after commercial. We
Witty.
got this one in the suit and pulling the mask off.
Yep.
This
Laundry
flypaper is
day.
rough on the hair. Yeah. And then this one. Next time you
Oh
change.
yes. These jokes are better than the ones the AI chat cooked up
Oh
for
my
you.
gosh, that was the worst, wasn't it?
They're It was one good one. There was one good one.
We'll tell those in a little bit. So it's 16 cards here, and I got them all for $200.
Ooh, ooh, that is solid.
Isn't that solid?
That is solid. That's a little over $10 a card.
Yeah.
Whew, great
Yeah, I was
pickup.
happy. I mean, I think just the Spider-Mans alone, from what I've had to pay for stuff in the past puts me where I need to be.
Dude, that's beautiful. Having those, holding on to those, that's checking a lot of great stuff off the list.
Well, I'm going to get them graded at CGC. They're going to be great.
Fantastic.
Um, Hey, your birthday is like coming up, right?
Yes.
Like how soon?
A week.
Well, I have your birthday present here. Do you want me to
Oh, this
show
guy.
you? Do you want me to ship it to you? What kind of surprise guy are you?
You can show. Oh, you can show me. I get so nervous. You can show me. You can
I
show
can
me.
show you?
You
Okay.
want to? Yeah, you can show me. Oh, man.
Yeah, because I'm terrible at shipping, so I don't know if you'll actually get it on time. This is not your birthday present.
Okay, because that's cool. That's actually a really cool looking Carnage face, like an
Isn't that?
exceptional Carnage face, and I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
I bought it just because of how good the Carnage was. I don't collect
That
Carnage.
that Carnage face. Oh yeah, that's right. That Carnage face had instantly become like a top 20 Carnage face. That is really good.
I mean, it's so quintessential, like Bagley-esque,
It feels bad. It feels Bagley with a little bit more evil on it. Like just
Mhm.
a little bit more. But I love
Are
that.
you saying that it's intimidating?
There you go. They knew what they were doing.
But it is a
They knew what they
PSA
were
8, but I was like, this is an insert from 2013 Fleer Retro. Big set, right?
I love it.
I mean, boxes are very expensive. I got it for $65,
I can't believe there's any insert graded out of that set that you can get for $65.
especially when the art's this good.
That's a great one.
Then I got this one properly graded, by the way.
94 flare, Power
Yeah,
Blast.
Power Blast.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. Yeah, I wouldn't have bought it otherwise.
Whoa.
But you see how they properly grade it with the full body in the front, vertically up and down?
Yeah, the way that you like it, the way that you like it. It is the front. It is the front, you know.
Just wanted you to acknowledge that. Of course, you have the back. Still beautiful.
Great card, man.
I don't know what the pop report is on this. Do you mind?
I mean,
Or
it's got to be low. It can't be more than a dozen, I'd say, and that would be high. It could be 2 or 3, to be honest, but it can't be more than a dozen.
yeah, if there's somebody handy in the chat that's somebody who's handy on PSA pop report in the chat, let us know.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be fun.
94 Marvel Universe Phoenix Power Blast.
I'm not going to ask Justin. I'm just wondering if he's going to include how much you paid for this one as well.
So I ended up doing a deal for all 3.
Got it.
But the bottom one's your birthday present.
Oh gosh. Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
You want to see the grade first or the card first?
Card. Bro. What is it? What card is that? This is amazing. Now, I don't have this card. I have Spawn Chrome cards. I don't know this card at all.
Yeah.
And it's not a Wizard promo either.
I think so. It's card number 48, Spawn His Fate. I just really like the art on it.
Dude, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love that.
Well,
okay.
Yeah. Only the best for you, Manu.
I can't see, where's it? Oh my gosh, thank you my friend. Bro.
You know, as much of a lovable snob that you are, would not get you anything other than a PSA 10.
I love it, and I see the 9s in the serial number. It is just so perfect.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. 999. Yeah, look at that.
I love that so much, man. Dude, that's so sick. Now, can you tell me what it's from? What set is it from? 95 Topps
Image Universe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, so I got all 3 just to if you care to know. It's not about the money, right?
No.
I got all 3 for $300.
Wow. I feel like people would pay $300 alone for the Phoenix Power Blast 10.
I mean, I haven't looked it up, but supposedly in the past it sold for like $800 before.
There you go. Dude, Justin, I love that card.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Well, I can't wait to send it to you.
Take your time. No rush on the shipping. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I absolutely love that. I love the serial number. I love the card. Let me tell you something else.
Yeah.
That is my first. Yes, that's my first graded Spawn card.
Well, how about that?
That is my first graded Spawn card.
Yeah, I think he said it was a pop 2. If somebody wants to scan that, and I'll put the Dark Phoenix back up here in a second.
I love it. Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, I gotta negotiate for that one."
Yeah, that's amazing, man. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that was exciting to run across that and get those cards. So I recorded for an hour and like 40 minutes, and I was by myself. I've gotten used to having somebody with me.
Yeah.
So I was having to, talk to people and look at the cards, but you also hold the camera and all that stuff. Well, after about 15 or 20 minutes, I didn't know it, but my mic was turned off. So the rest of the show, I have no audio.
Oh.
And then I also got these. I haven't untaped it yet. If the tape is blocking too much of the view, let me know.
We can still see them. We can completely see them. Tell me about this. These are some really cool sketches.
Yeah, these are sketch cards from our friend who we were talking about at the beginning of the show.
Eric? This is Eric
Eric.
Grove?
Uh-huh.
Nice. Sick.
He wanted to do some work on a trading card size, and so he did these.
And I like his signature. It's like 2 lines
Yeah,
in the G, and the 2 lines in the top of the G make the E, I'm assuming. Very
make the
nice.
E. That's right. E-G. Like eggs.
Hey, EG, 80 gray. That's
80 gray.
the hoodie that I don't wear that much anymore, but always wear. Yes.
That is right.
Cool.
And then he also sent me, see if I can show you this. This is huge.
Did you say what's up with Marvel World at Dallas? Oh no, Merla World? What's Merla World? Charles, what's Merla World? Oh, what is that?
I didn't see Merle there. This is a painting that Eric Grove did and gave to me.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I don't have any words.
You're supposed to say Spidey hit.
That's a Spidey hit it's amazing looking.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Bro, it's so good looking.
Yeah, they look fantastic. I was shocked. And I was shocked at how well, like he packaged them really well. I haven't had the proper time to take them out because they're all very much taped up and wrapped up really nicely. I just got to figure out where to put it.
Eric, man. You're
Quite the
killing
artist
it over there, Eric. Wow.
That was really
Look
awesome.
at that Spidey.
So, yeah. Oh, and I picked 2 boxes of these up. I didn't need them. Let's see here. Boom. But I got them for $100 a piece.
Naj,
So
I think Eric's Insta is Eric Grove Art, all one word.
I believe you're right.
T Bear Phil, what up? Venom. Hello, hello.
All right, so here are a few other pickups I got, but these were not at the Dallas Card Show. But I did want to show. I got the Dark Phoenix buyback.
Is that a 95?
This is 94, isn't it?
Is that 94?
95. You're right. You're right.
95 Phoenix buyback. Very nice. What number did you grab?
7 of 20.
Cool.
Jake, hey, 100 is still too much. I don't disagree with you, but he gave me such a good deal on the slabs, and it's really hard to find anything to open on the channel for less than 100. I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it.
Wait, 100 is still too much for what? The animated box?
Yeah, it really is,
Oh, okay.
honestly. But yeah, it's just what
And
else can you buy?
there's Peter Porker, everyone's favorite Spider-Man.
Well, so this is the out of 62s. I'm slowly over time going to build that set.
I just noticed that his nose is also Spidey eyes.
Yeah, that's always been true. Always been true. And then, of course, the last thing I got was this box.
Yeah, I actually, West Coast is saying, don't forget to mention Sienkiewicz,
There you go.
The Sienkiewicz Sabretooth. And I don't know if he means mention the one that's for sale on eBay, but maybe that's what he means, or if he's actually talking about the original art that he told me sold. And but yeah, let's just talk about the original art for that card, which is the 95 Marvel Masterpieces Sabretooth card, Sienkiewicz, sold for, and Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, $7,400. Was that the number? And I thought that was,
that's cheap.
Exactly. And but I don't, 6,000, not even 7,400, 6,000. Where did I pull 7,400 out of? Who knows?
Was it art done for a comic book that was then used as reused art for the card, or was it for the card?
No, original art for the card.
Oh man, that's a joke.
And
really?
And here's what else. The card itself is available on eBay right now in a PSA 10 for $59. Sienkiewicz Sabretooth PSA 10. The
Sabretooth face. Yeah.
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 Dude,
sorry,
$60 if you like Sabretooth. Heck, if you like Wolverine, Sabretooth looks enough like Wolverine to pay $60 for the card. Like, that's just wow.
And that 93 set, if you buy a box right now, it's bricked, like for the most part. So
yeah, those.
All right. Who wants to go sketch card hunting?
Me go. I mean, I want to. Thank you for my spawn card, my friend.
Well, happy belated early birthday. Not
Thank
belated.
you. That's
Happy early
awesome.
birthday. All
That's
right, we're gonna do
awesome.
this.
Okay, right before you hop into that, I want to show the card that I got from RMS real quick. I don't want to forget because I think it's actually quite sick. And if I remember correctly, it's a pop one. Here it is.
Wow.
Yeah, I love cards that have, regular Spidey with symbiote Spidey on the same card. I think
Yeah.
that's fantastic. So this is from 95 Spider-Man Ultra. It's called Alien Costume Saga. They actually put that title on a few cards, I think. But
Mm-hmm.
there it is. And it's amazing. And we did a trade and, a couple of, a handful of raw books, Amazing Spider-Man books, and some Venom covers are headed his way. And I got me the PSA 10. And then he was kind enough. He said, thank you for all that you do on the show. Thanks to the show, essentially. He was saying thank you
Wow.
for everything that we contribute to the community. And he gave me some of my favorites. We
Oh,
got
your
the 90
symbiote.
MU. You love the Black Spidey. We got Venom. Come on. Mr. Marvel, one of the best cards of all time.
Love it.
Carnage from the 93 Masterpieces. Wait, this is from 93, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. Love that
Answers right.
Carnage.
There you
And
go.
look at this guy. Isn't this one of the pins, or am I mistaken? Was this one of the pins? No, they did the Carnage one. They didn't do this. It is one of the pins.
It's one of
Absolutely
these.
perfect. So RMS, thank you so much. I love everything, and I don't know how you shipped it so quickly. I don't know how you did same day delivery, but it was magic, and I appreciate it.
That is awesome. All
I
right.
love it.
Now, remember last time we opened up a box on the channel? We did this. We did it where, and I'm changing the camera. You're gonna see me in a second.
Oh, we're making an episode.
We're gonna make an episode. So.
All right, everyone. So Justin is going to be recording an episode that he will release later for the box opening, but we have become, again, the studio audience. So we're
You get to
watching it
watch it
live,
tonight.
and I will try to contain myself and not ruin his show, but he's going to be recording the episode right here with us.
You're not gonna ruin the show. You are the show.
Oh, you're very sweet. I'll do my best not to run my mouth about arbitrary nonsense.
That's all right. Hey, it worked out last time, I thought.
I love that episode. Like the way you edited it up, I enjoyed watching that so much.
Yeah.
Yes, no one cough while recording.
I can
I got to
edit.
sit down because it's Sunday. Enjoy your show. Have a great show. My friend Dave's going to go do his show this evening. Have a blast. And if you're still up, if you're still on, when we get off, I'm going to be joining you over there. So I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. All right. You ready, my friend? We'll bring you on. Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go. Hey everybody, Spidey here. As always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. Have I got a treat for you? We're going to break into a box that I've never opened on the channel before, and that is a box of 2008 Marvel Masterpiece Set 3, because actually there's more than one set of the 2008 Marvel Masterpieces cards. And this was during a time when Marvel cards really was not popular at all, and Masterpieces had went away for well over 10 years, and they came back in 2007 and then hit it again in 2008. We're going to open that box up here with my friend, Manu, the one and only 9.9 Newsstand. How's it going, buddy?
I'm well, my friend, and I'm about to learn a lot about the set. I didn't know there were different series to the 2008. My education begins now.
Well, we're going to learn together. Actually, these 2007, 2008, these are the first years that they put sketch cards into the Marvel Masterpieces sets. And I won't say that I know a lot about them because this is the first time I've ever opened this box. So we're all going to learn together here.
Fun. All right. I'm ready. I'm excited.
All right. We'll edit this part out. How was that for a one take cut?
That was good.
That was good. All right.
You said you're going to edit this out. I know it's going to make it.
Somewhere, maybe.
Somewhere. Marvel Madness, what up? He says, pull an auto.
Oh, pull an auto be cool. Be cool. I just want to have a good time. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be. That's for sure.
All right. So here's the thing. I'm going to need your help, Manu.
Okay.
Because I'm seriously blocked by the camera right here. I can't see the cards to keep it in the screen. So
okay.
In some ways you might have to like tell me what I'm looking at. Okay.
If anything is off, I will certainly let you know immediately.
All right, let's get into it. All right, everybody, look at this box. I really like this box art. These are the kind of boxes that I wouldn't mind just putting on the shelf and looking at, which I will. I'll do that. I decorate with my empty boxes, but
Yeah.
I've got to open this one. Manu, I haven't told you, but what I paid for this box was $400, and I
Okay.
got it at the Dallas card show here just recently.
I don't know what the values are or have been historically, but that sounds reasonable to me. And by the way, that
Yeah,
card that was on the side of the box, that signed Spidey they were showing off there,
yeah,
that was quite incredible.
that was incredible. That'd be a fun one to get.
Oh
I can't see who
gosh.
the artist is. But yeah, let's get into it.
All
No,
right, let's do it.
got our blade. All right, Manu, what happens when the seal is broken?
I remember this. There's no, it's I forgot.
The value is gone.
That's what it is. Oh, you got me last time, you got me again. I won't forget the third time. Once the
I'm
seal is
not trying to
broken, the
get you.
value's gone.
I just, I want people to know that, when you're opening up sealed product, you're probably losing money if you're doing it for that reason.
Right, right. Ooh, I love the packs.
Oh, look at that. That's some kind of number here. I don't know what that is. 1,300 and 133,886. I don't think that's how many were made. Let's see. Does this have any other kind of number on it? I don't know how many of these were made, but that feels
Show
like
the
way
bring.
more than what was really made.
Let's see where the number is, just for educational purposes. Bring the box down a tad so we can see that number. There it is. Okay, so there is a stamp in there.
Yeah,
Good to know.
there's the stamp.
Good to know. Yeah.
All right, we got Spidey packs. That makes me happy. And there's 36 packs, 7 packs per card. This is definitely listed as an Upper Deck product. We got the brands of Skybox, Marvel, Upper Deck, and Fleer all listed here with Marvel Masterpieces, which is
Every
interesting.
brand we grew up with.
Yep. So I'm going to set that to the side so I have room here, but let's get into it.
Yeah.
Now, if we get to the sketch card, I am going to attempt to set it off to the side. I don't want to, whoa. Okay, so these are mug shots here. Ooh, we got Dark Phoenix.
Beautiful.
Am I in the screen? How's it look?
You're perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Awesome. Well, let's get rolling here. I'll set the cards out that I really like to the side. Let's do that. Is that Nightmare? It's a big old logo here.
It's huge. Yeah. Big embossed stamp right on the
Oh,
bottom.
there we go.
What is
Got a
that?
foil here of Moon Knight.
Where's Alonzo?
Yeah, that's a Sienkiewicz looking card, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that. I've never seen any of those.
Yeah, it does look like. I was like, what's behind there? I don't know if it says the artist. It doesn't look like it, but I do like that card. We'll set that there.
Sick.
We got Spiral. I actually just got her as an action figure, which is cool. We got a cool Magneto.
He's always cool.
So I think these foils are going to be in every pack, maybe. So we're going to set that there. I say that as if I know it's true. I don't know if that's true. It kind of blows my mind that there's a sketch card in this box more than likely, and that it's been hiding here, for a long
That kind of
time.
makes me excited. We're going to find out what it is.
Tinkerer. Okay, so this is Alex Ross art here, I believe. The Ultimate Battle. What do we got here? What do we got there? Oh, I'm so scared. I'm going to pull the. I'm
Ooh,
going to
look at
pull
that
the
Electra.
card that I want to see. Electra. That's awesome. Radioactive Man.
What is that?
I don't know. Hey, that's Sienkiewicz. That's
That's
got to
a
be.
good looking card.
That's got to be Sienkiewicz Spider-Man. It's funny,
That's
all these artists
crazy.
that we want to do like a masterpiece set is already in masterpieces. I like that. Yeah, set that Spidey to the side.
Okay, so there's not a shiny foil in each pack. We've covered that
Yep,
because that's pack 2. We've only got one shiny thing.
that's correct. All right, we got another Sandman. Somebody do me a favor, pull up the Jeff Alexander checklist. I'm curious if these, like maybe some of these are harder to hit than others. These mug shots.
Leon says, I'm going to say watch out on pack number 9. He's got a
Oh,
feeling about
yeah,
pack
that's
number
cool,
9.
Dad.
Ooh,
Look
look
at
at
that.
this.
That's a foil, and that's Nightcrawler and Wolverine.
They're not allowed to use our dad puns. That's a dad pun on that card.
That is a cool card there. You got another. That's a pretty awesome Galactus. I'm so scared I'm gonna pull a sketch card and not know it. We got Doc Ock here.
I'm looking forward to your reaction when it happens.
We got another Sandman.
Is that not the same card that was at the top of the last pack?
It is.
Hmm.
So far, it's like kind of the same pack. Oh wait, we got a Craven mugshot. We got 2 mugshots in one. Looks like we got another foil here. This is Blade.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
You don't see too many Blade cards.
Spider-Man here, being wrangled.
He is.
Quagmire. Ooh, that pack didn't want to open.
I wonder what it's keeping.
Yeah. What secrets are you keeping? All right, we got a Hobgoblin.
Love it.
Baron Zemo, the father.
Hmm.
Got Vulture again. Dark Phoenix again. Wait, 2 Vultures
Yeah.
in one pack. They're really fond of these mugshots.
Yeah. I think they did 3 for each character and maybe 18 total or something like that.
Okay, that makes sense. So we will see more than one. Grey Gargoyle, but look at this Doom.
Sick.
That's pretty
Maybe
cool.
2 for each character. Can't recall.
That's cool. Good mix of characters and villains in here so far.
This
You
is
got-
this was a very interesting set to me when I first picked up some of the cards, but never knew the origin of how they were distributed or anything like
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't feel cohesive, does it?
No. It's
Other
very
than that big old logo at the bottom, which I'm not a huge fan of. But bring on the bad guys. I think the set 3 is more baddies, and set 2 is more the good guys. I think that's probably what it is.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
It-
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
There it is. We're going to set that to the side. We'll come back to that. Got to that early. Storm.
it's there.
We have our sketch card, the Wrecking Crew, and Maximus. I wonder if you can make like a full set out of one box. Obviously not the foils, but everything else. From a binder standpoint, that would be nice. All right, I'm kind of happy I can pull without hesitation here. Enchantress, Typhoid Mary. Look at that Venom.
There's Venom. There he is. I actually like the way Venom's depicted on this one. It's fun and big, and I like
Yeah,
it.
it's a little different.
Yeah.
Ooh, Magneto. He ain't playing around with Professor X, is he?
They got an interesting relationship, those two.
He's ripping him out of his chair. You think he's like helping him into the van?
That's what it is. This is a friendly card, this one.
Oh man.
These are 2008.
2008 Marvel Masterpieces.
Zachary says show it, but I know how Justin does things. And we're all just gonna have to wait. I want to see it too, Zachary.
You're gonna have to wait, my friends. Here we got Electro mugshot. We still got the chance to pull an auto too. Craven,
It's coming, I think.
Titania, Nimrod, Bloody Battle. Look at that. You don't see that anymore in Marvel cards.
No.
I love that Wolverine's height is properly depicted here. It's good stuff.
Accurate. This is an accurate card set. Bishopism. What's up?
Destroy all vampires. Got another mugshot. I'm gonna move quickly, my friends. If we've seen them before. Ooh, we haven't seen this. Yeah. Well, we got a Doc Ock, but I don't think we got this one. Another
No, I haven't seen
spiral.
that one. No.
All right. If you're just joining us, we have a sketch card, but I tucked it away and we'll look at it at the end. And I'm going quickly through the ones we've already seen.
They are not shy about putting duplicates in these packs, I tell you.
So many doubles already.
Yeah.
Especially with the mugshots. Goodness gracious. Freddie Mercury
Lot,
in
yeah.
jail. We haven't seen this vulture. So we have all three vultures.
No.
Are you looking
Kenny
for anything
G
other than
asks, yeah, are you looking for
Oh,
anything other than a sketch card and auto? That's a really great looking card.
yeah. Well, I mean, look, sketch cards and autos, two things I'm looking for. Actually, I'm just looking for the experience because I haven't ever opened this box before. So that's the
Well,
primary
there
thing
you
I'm
go.
looking for here. Like seeing this card, Caught in a Whirlwind. That looks like it's right out of 95 Marvel Masterpieces, doesn't it?
It's very high quality art, that card.
In that style, you know? So that one's really cool. Other mags. Orny versus Captain America. And we got Stop the War. Cool card. We haven't hit a foil in a minute.
Yeah, that's true. Ask and you shall receive.
That's what I'm hoping. Let me know if I'm not in the camera, buddy.
No, you're perfect. You're well centered.
Okay, good.
Another Venom. Can't be mad at that.
Nope, not at all. I think that's like literally the same pack I got the Venom in, like in terms of what cards were in there.
Yeah. I don't know if we've opened pack number 9 yet, Naj. I lost count.
It feels like we have. And I've thrown the packs on the floor, so I can't count them. Vulture again. Hey, another cat. Kang.
Ooh.
Are you going to go see Ant-Man, Quantum Mania?
Am I gonna go see?
I know the answer. Sorry.
Yeah, most likely not.
Look at that.
This is foil. Who is it? It's Punisher?
Punisher. Yeah.
All right.
These are the Marvel Knights. Maybe only the Marvel Knights are foiled. I don't know.
Oh, that's the K on the side. I see. I didn't know what that the gold foil letter was.
Namor is way too happy to be carrying off Invisible Woman.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. That look is an interesting one.
He was very happy.
I mean, Invisible Woman looked pretty happy too. They all looked quite content with the arrangement.
She did look happy.
Bishop isn't. That was a cool looking Kang, though. I can't lie. It was a good looking card.
Yeah, it was.
Green Goblin. The guy Green Goblin.
It's a good one. Electro again. Hey, look at there. Another Marvel Knight. Yeah, the Marvel Knights are foiled. That's what it is.
They're like,
man, that looks
very
like
good looking. It does.
Doesn't it?
It does.
I have to get these graded. Wolverine and Cap, the Thor, and Mephisto. Dave says Mephisto.
He does.
I can't get on board. I can't get on board with that pronunciation.
I'm Team Fisto. You know what I mean. I'm Mephisto.
Tell me more, Manu.
No, I can't. We can't on this channel, Justin. You have to join me on another one.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Oh, it's like. Sorry, I forgot we're recording an episode.
Team Mephisto. Hey, look at there.
Hey.
Look at that.
Wait, that artwork is from.
You recognize it?
Yeah, I recognize it from like straight off of a cover of a comic book. but I know it's not. I'm confused.
Well, I don't know that these are original art
Mm.
for all of this. Yeah, I'm not here to say that. That's for sure.
Naj is loving the foils with a really entertaining
Yeah,
emoji that she's included there in the chat, and I like
I'm enjoying the emojis as well. I mean, the emojis, the foils.
it. Freudian slip.
Hey,
Ooh,
look at
what's
that.
that? What is that?
But what does it look like? It's
I
saber
mean,
tooth.
yeah, it looks like it, but it looks like is that a Sienkiewicz saber tooth?
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like it looks like we were talking about earlier.
And it just looks really different
Oh,
in its
wait, there's two cards here.
composition from the other
Ooh,
cards. I love it,
that's a foil,
dude. That's a
and
sick
it's
one.
not a Marvel Knight.
It's not. There's a big X on the side.
Yeah, Wolverine. I'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that saber tooth card, man. That's a good looking card.
That's a good looking card. Illustrator John Snyder.
Sydney is letting us know 2007 and 2008 are not original art. And that, makes a lot of sense. And also, I would say '07 and '08 are probably, I don't know which one is '09, but they're the least like traditional masterpieces. They don't follow the tradition of the set.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine when they made these sets, like the budget wasn't there for paying one artist to do a full set.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um, this is a little racy
it
for
is.
Marvel cards.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Sinister, Scroll, and hey, we got a variation of Mr. Sandman.
When you said Mr. Sandman, I heard the song playing in my mind.
Kind of heard it in my head too.
Yeah.
Cap and Red Skull. Dormammu mugshot of Mysterio.
That is hilarious. What's a mugshot of Mysterio look like? A bowl.
An orb
An orb.
with a curtain draped around it.
That is funny.
That's funny. We've got one of the Marvel Knights here, Cloak,
Oh,
in the
cool.
foil. Radioactive Man. Hey, we got another Spider-Man.
Freddy, this is 2008, actually.
Yeah, guys. 2008 series or set 3. What was interesting is I actually found 3 of these boxes at the Dallas Card Show from 2 different sellers.
Mm.
Very similar pack here. Another Wolverine, another Spider-Man.
Najla, I never call her Najla. I actually said Najla.
But you're
She
reading
must
it.
have bought, yeah, she must have bought like the upgraded emoji set or something. She's got them all.
With different Doc Ock here we
That's
haven't seen.
that I've never seen Doc Ock look quite like that.
Mr. Fantastic versus Dr. Doom.
Nice card.
Yeah. All right. I think we're about halfway through. I'm not used to being able to get 36 packs in one box. I'm used to 12 packs per box,
That's a lot of pack opening in this box for sure.
which would be a lot cooler if there wasn't so many repeats.
That's our third Green Goblin. I like that card, but I don't know if we need 3 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind 2 of those though.
2 of those. Yeah. Very similar pack.
Yeah, perhaps identical.
When I see the doubles, I start thinking about my character collectors. I'm like, does my Sabretooth guy have that? And does my Mr. Sinister guy have one? We haven't seen that
Whoa.
one. Ooh, that's painful.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore either.
No, quality garment though. It went through her but didn't rip the shirt. Okay.
Oh, Look, you can actually like see the blade all the way through.
Jeez.
Man, that's rough because that's her own. What do they call those?
Oh, it's her Ninja Turtle tool.
Not her trident. What do they call it?
Forgot. It's what
I know what they
one of
call
the.
it.
It's
Katanas? No.
Ryan. What up? Cueva Comics in the building. What's going on?
Sai. One of her size.
It's called a
Okay.
Sai. All right.
Something like that.
It's definitely a Sai because our friends are letting us know it is a Sai.
We would pull an egghead tonight.
Tonight we would. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, makes perfect
Keith,
sense.
egg your heart out.
Excellent.
Yeah,
The blob. It's a good blob. Ooh.
it's a good blob. It's fun words to say together.
Brother Voodoo. It's cool.
Oh, Bishopism says he forgot about the Dallas card show. He was planning on stopping in. Ryan McKenna, this is 2008 Marvel Masterpieces Set 3. Apparently, this is broken into several sets, 3 perhaps, and this is the third of them.
Yeah, you had the 2007, and then I think you had 2008s, I think.
Oh, that's how it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan Cueva says he's working on a custom card for you, Justin.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. And I've actually seen some of his work, so this should be quite good.
Oh, well, I'm thrilled. Thank you.
Awesome.
Juggernaut.
Freddie Bourne tells us 2007 had NAR sketches.
Yeah, they do. But those boxes, they want $3,000 for them.
Oh, man. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much.
And I do want to open one, but I don't want to pay anything like that to open it.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind, I don't like, pressuring anyone, but go ahead and hit the like button. It's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Another doc. I actually think that's Sienkiewicz Kingpin as well.
What is that?
Oh, the Tinkerer?
Oh, that's the Tinkerer? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, we got a Doctor Strange foil.
I'm not mad at that card at all.
No, that's great.
That Doctor Strange foil just moved on its own.
Magic.
Yeah.
All right, we got a cool
RH
lecture
Midwest Comics, welcome. He says, sorry I'm late. What are the good hits in MM 2008? You're never late. You're always on time. And there are sketches. There are autographs. We've hit quite a few of these foil cards that look nice. Outside of that, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Finally, some cards we haven't really seen. We got the Onslaught here.
I like that. That takes me back to the 90s, that one.
Yeah, I'm definitely like a product of Onslaught. The Age of Apocalypse and Onslaught were my X-Men for the most part.
Oh, Symbiotes by Nature, what up?
Yeah, like in terms of like comic books I was actively reading as a kid, that's mainly was it for X-Men. Got another Death of Elektra.
Oh, I like that one.
Hey, look, he's got a carton of milk and his globe is all busted.
That's all kinds of funny. I don't even have an explanation for it.
Well, it's kind of in line with this one. We just kind of looked over, but don't feed the animal, and it's craving. Uh-oh, skipped one. Don't want to skip it either. It's a foil of a Human Torch and Thing.
Freddie, yes. Justin has hit a sketch yet. He's got it set over to the side underneath another card, and we're going to look at it last. Oh, that foil was nice. I caught that late.
Yeah, it was. Thanos, that's a cool card. I am building the drama for the sketch.
Yeah.
You're going to want to stay to the end. That's pretty cool. Thanos again.
T-Bear says, I won an Ash Gonzalez sketch card from Gabe's Cave.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
I tried to win one of those too. I didn't.
Freddie says, oh, yeah, Justin does do that. He does, Freddie. He does.
I do. Juggernaut. Black Tom. Doc Ock.
RMS, the foils do look good. No lie. No lie. Marvel Madness foils with the drool face emoji over and over again. Perfectly said. My sentiments exactly.
Look at that.
I thought it was back to back same, but no, you get angles of the orb.
Yeah. Turn to the left. Oh man, he is pounding Daredevil.
People hear what they want. People hear what they want.
Team Mephisto.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
All right, let's keep going. All right, I think we're like down to 7 packs or something like that.
Wow, man, this box is. Oh, that Hobgoblin looks just like the Green Goblin.
It looks good, doesn't it?
I like it.
Hey, Power Man.
Who is it?
Power Man.
Power Man. Get him,
Yeah.
Power Man.
Cool.
Ryan, I want more of them too. So, so I can appreciate that message.
What does he want?
He said 99 after last week. Now I want some PSA 10s of Carnage, Venom, and Spidey from the 94 set. They're like so good looking.
They really
They're
are.
so fun and so good looking.
And they look good in the slab. Like they just look like they're supposed to be there.
Absolutely.
Man, my friend, do you see how many people we have watching us right now?
This is amazing. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, it's quite remarkable.
And if you're just joining us, we're opening 2008 Marvel Masterpieces, and we have hit a sketch, which I will show you as soon as I'm done opening the pack so we can enjoy it together. And we're down to 4 packs.
F-God or F-God. I can you elaborate on that, please? I'm not sure. I might be misunderstanding what you're saying, but just break that down for me, and I want to know if there's something for us to comment on there.
All right, we got another one of the, I believe, Ross. No, that's not Ross. Man, it looks like Alex Ross, but I think it makes like a panel. Happy to hit another one of these Spider-Mans and Caps. All right, 3 more packs. I would love to hit an auto. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Electra. Another foil. All right, we got the dagger to go with the cloak.
Oh, cool.
Cloak and Dagger.
I actually really want the Cloak and Dagger first appearance comic book. It's like a really good looking cover. Or yeah.
And it's because of the cover that you want it, not the characters.
Yeah, I just really enjoy that cover, and so that's really the only reason I want it. I don't know too much about the characters, although I love the name Cloak and Dagger. That's dope.
All right, second to last pack. Another Dark Phoenix. It's Dark Phoenix, but she's in the green outfit there. I like it when she's in the red outfit. Great Doom. Last pack. Last chance for another auto. I mean, for an auto or another sketch. Let's see what we got. Egghead. The Blob. Electro. Sandman. Goodness gracious. So many of those cards. And last card here. All right, I've got to show you. Look how many of these that we hit.
Are these the mug shots?
Yeah, like in that style.
My goodness. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So many of those in one box. All right, let's get to it. Okay. We have our sketch. I'm going to show the back first. This is the back. Congratulations. You are now the proud owner of an original piece of a hand-drawn Marvel art. 1 of 1. See it? And look, we have color. Which is nice. Ooh, that's our artist. Jimmy McWicked.
Okay.
Is that what you read there?
That's what I see.
Jimmy McWicked. All right. Ah, we got oh gosh, why can't I think of her name all of a sudden? We got um oh, I can't think of her name.
Who is it?
Starts with
Yeah.
an E. Not a enchantress. Goodness
Oh,
gracious. I
nice.
couldn't get it
It's a
out.
good looking sketch. It's a good looking sketch. John got it. John got it for us.
I said um Electra so much. I couldn't get that out of my head. That's
It's actually
enchantress.
quite nice looking. I like
I
that.
mean, I do. Like if this was in the anime style, like said, it'd be like, oh man, look at that. But that's a lot
Very
of
cool.
color for these earlier sketches. A lot of them were, kind of just penciled. It's pretty cool. I
It
don't
is
know this
nice.
artist, so I've got to look that up. We'll see. I'm gonna switch around here. Let's see if we can pull
You
up
have
the checklist.
congratulations coming in.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. Fun sketch.
Ooh, Justin, hi.
I'm back. All right, let's do this. And I'm looking at the checklist here. I wanted to see the artist. Let's see. We missed out on the writer autos. And this is Jimmy. Last name starts with an M. Thankfully, they're in alphabetical order here. And I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm seeing. Dennis Miller is Jimmy McWicked. He did a total of 49 sketches.
Dennis Miller.
Not the comedian.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a comedian named Dennis Miller.
Back on HBO back in the 90s, yes.
Oh,
But
there.
Jimmy
Oh, I know
McWicked,
him. Yeah.
yeah, 49 sketches. So it's nice to get one of the artists who did, fewer sketches. It's not
Yeah.
like 13 here, like and Andre Moore. Let's see, Julio Nar, is he in here? Yeah, I don't see his name. See if there's any other big time sketch artists here.
This is a list of the sketch artists. This list.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a lot.
And how many they did?
My goodness, some people did hundreds and hundreds. There's 500 there for Dan Schaefer.
300. Yeah, 500 for Dan Schaefer. 309 for Lance Sawyer. 748 for Jason Keith Phillips.
Wow.
He was bored. Yeah, so I feel really fortunate to have gotten one that's only did 49 and it's
Yeah.
colored. Yeah, I actually feel really fortunate about that.
And you
That's
you
awesome.
gotta love receiving something from someone named Jimmy McWicked, man.
I tell you, I was pleased to see it. I was like, oh, he's Team Mephisto.
Yes. Where
Where do you
where do I
find this checklist? This is Jeff Alexander's list of everything. I can put a quick link in the chat, I believe. Let me do that. There you go. Enlist.com. You want to go to the DC Marvel at the top left of the tabs. That's what you want to do. I was going to see if he has anything on eBay, Mr. McWicked here.
Oh, are we going to eBay? Let's shop. Let's buy stuff live. I always like doing that. Oh, you know what? So this card, the 94 Hildebrandt Masterpieces Venom,
Yeah.
the gold signature series of this ended on eBay today for 250. I had a bid in there. I was outbid, and I was
Yeah.
happy to see that. That is a strong sale for a 90s PSA 10 as of late.
That is
250.
a strong sale. That's not what I meant to
Yeah.
share. Yeah, Joshua, I can confirm he's in 2007. I was just checking the 2008 checklist. See if he was in there. And there we go. There's only one sketch on for Jimmy McWicked right now. This is from Iron Man 3. It's a War Machine. And that's if somebody did it, did his name as that. Let's see if they did Dennis Miller. Nope. It wants to bring up Frank Miller stuff. So not much on eBay there. Look up the autographs for 2008. I can do that.
Leon wants to make sure you didn't miss some of those packs.
I didn't.
Justin's got an eye for these things.
Yeah. But I think he wants to see what they look like. Let's go here. Don't look bad at all. It's a good looking card. Can you see it?
Yeah, they don't look bad.
Just don't know how big some of these riders are. Oh, that one's pretty cool. Century. Oh, you get a Roy Thomas? That feels a bit underrated. Roy Thomas like wrote Ghost Rider and the Vision. Like that's a pretty big name. Like Baron, Punisher. This name sounds familiar. C.B. Kolupski.
It does sound familiar.
Chief editor and writer.
Sobolski. That's super familiar. I feel like Dave always talks about Sobolski.
Dan Abnett.
Dagnabbit?
Yep. Jeff Loeb sounds familiar. All right. So this was the kind of sketch I was afraid I was going to get. See that Hulk?
Yeah.
That's hey, I got to draw 500.
Yeah, it is. Star character, though.
Right. Okay. Well, that was cool.
I can see Dagnabbit being a mainstay here on the channel.
Yeah, Dagnabbit is definitely a word that is appropriate for the channel. Right up there with shish kebabs.
Yeah, I like it. I'm a fan.
Thank you, Kevin. Kevin knows his sketches. Yeah, I'm pleased. I would have loved McWicked Spider-Man, but yeah, I think that's a good sketch, all things considered.
Enjoyable box.
And I would rather have this than the autos. Now, the Roy Thomas, that was a pretty good one, though.
Yeah.
Don't forget Holy Smokes.
Yeah, cannot forget Holy Smokes. Cannot.
That's it. Yeah, so that was cool, man. I enjoyed opening that as a first time 2008 Marvel Masterpiece. It's cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad I was here for the experience. Sydney saying good night, Sydney. Have a wonderful one. Thank you for being here with us.
Yep, Sid, thank you for watching. All right, let me do our exit for our video that I'll edit. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Everybody, thank you for watching. If you like this kind of content, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you want to see more box breaks and Marvel products in the future, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But as always, I hope you have a marvelous day. There we go.
We did it.
That's funny. My lingo, goodness gracious. My kids make fun of me and my wife nonstop for not saying things properly.
Properly? Oh, you mean like, oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, proper enunciations. All the time.
I'm trying to catch up on our chat here. All right, so we just filmed an episode within an episode. Congrats on that.
We did.
Accomplishment there.
Future Marvel says, good job, everyone. We did so well. I forgot we were recording.
Right. I forgot to. Okay, well, it's time to open up the metal box. Let's go. Episode 3.
No.
Being recorded right now.
Yeah, I actually think I'm just going to keep that one sealed. That's going to be part of the Spidey collection.
Sure. I think it makes sense for you to have one of them sealed, especially at a good entry. Just keep it. Yeah.
I'm often reminded of the things that I just, not thrilled about that Upper Deck did. But I was looking at the box art. A lot of the art that's on the box isn't in the set, and that's not terribly unusual for Upper Deck. They do that kind of stuff. But the Spider-Woman art that's on there was in Marvel Ages, like a whole nother set. And so I
Right.
just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, yeah. Oh, you know what I did? Lat I don't know if I want to talk. Yeah, last week we talked about the podcast,
Uh-huh.
Norin and Ian's podcast, MCCW. No, M.
MCCP, I think.
Man, I'm so sorry. Yes,
Well, they have a bunch of MCCs.
right. And so I watched it, and yeah, no, yeah, I watched it. I watched it, and I get it. I get what Ian is talking about.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand that some collectors are silently leaving the hobby because the 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 part of the hobby that they've participated in and the way that they love it has changed quite a bit, right? So
Mhm.
I just for context, I did watch it because I wanted to know what we were talking about essentially. So
Yeah.
that
Well,
was
I'm
that
glad
was
you
fun to
did.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
MMCC Marvel Madness says that doesn't sound right. Is that what it is? Hmm. Oh, MMCC as well. He's saying there's another. Oh,
right.
thank you, Marvel Madness. Thank you, thank you.
Charles says he's quietly quitting.
Who is Charles? No, you're not. Charles ain't quitting nothing. I'm
Yeah.
quiet quitting, guys. Sorry. Yeah, right. Charles, you and me both. Yeah, I'm quietly quitting.
That's like a whole phrase now, like people quitting their jobs quietly.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure, sure. Quietly is the right way to do everything.
Why does Joshua want me to say flare?
Dude, you nailed it. You said it right. That
I
sounded
I'll
like
say
Flair.
fle I'll say fleer sometimes. It's just because 'cause I'm speaking too fast and not thinking. Fleer,
Yeah,
flare,
Marvel
flare,
Madness.
flare.
Everyone's definitely entitled to their opinion. Absolutely. It was a reasonable opinion. Everyone, like Justin
Well,
says, everyone experiences things in their own way.
yeah, and you guys are right. Ian and Norn hold a special place in the hobby, so their opinion is not more important, but it does have a bigger impact on some other opinions, right? Um, that's for sure.
You know, one thing about it, it's like I do this too. We do this, like we'll speak about something specific, but we'll keep it vague. It'll be like, some people, and I'm not gonna call out any, and that
Yeah,
that that podcast was just that after that after that.
it was the whole
Everything was
episode.
it was a whole episode of I'm not gonna say any names, but this person, and it's just like at this point, guys, rip off the band-aid and just start
Yeah,
calling out names. Everyone knows the same people that we're talking about. It's not that many people. You know?
yeah,
I thought
it
that
was
was funny.
tiptoeing around eggshells.
Yes, it was. Yes, indeed it was. Does it? Speaking of vague, does it 9.9 owe us some? Dang it, Ryan! I thought we were friends, Ryan.
Yeah,
How you
Ryan
gonna
calling
throw
you
me
out.
under the bus, Ryan?
He did. He did. He
All
wants
right,
some
let me
dirt.
muster up the courage. Let me muster up the courage. There's a phone call that I had today. Let me give you a moment. All right, I had to send Gingy Man some love after that. Yeah, I mean, we love Gingy. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's an interesting climate. There are manipulators, there are influencers, there are, quiet collectors, and it is all kind of muddled together, but
Hey,
everyone finds yeah,
just a reminder.
yeah.
If you host a podcast, a YouTube channel, multiple Facebooks, and other social accounts, you too are an influencer.
1000%. Oh my gosh, dude,
Y-
Norin's an influencer, Ian's an influencer. You have
Yeah, I,
people from Upper Deck on your channel, you have influence.
I, I did think it was a little odd to have this like conversation about influencers while influencing.
Yeah, I mean,
It was a little ironic.
influencers just it became a funny word, influencers, the way it's been, used. It's
Yeah,
become a funny word. I mean, on a certain level, who if you're facing a camera and speaking to a community, who isn't an influencer, right? Now there's a conversation to be had about how much influence does one have or how many people does one influence, right? The gravity of your influence on an individual or how many individuals do you influence regardless of the impact that your influence might have. But that's why being vague doesn't really serve us here, right? And and that was my first time like tuning in at length to the
Mhm.
podcast and getting a feel for Ian and Ian's perspective and things like that. And I get it, Ian's been doing Marvel cards from his heart for a
Mhm.
long time before the popularity of it increased and before there was these other dynamics to navigate.
Right.
And we've been talking about this for weeks and weeks. Even when Norin was with us on the show before, we talked about how there's a different demographic of collector that's feeling like they're being pushed out or being, just being made uncomfortable with what's happening. And that's kind of the natural course of something growing. You know what else is funny? And Ian, if you ever watch this, I hope you don't take anything the wrong way. I'm just
Oh, he can
basically
handle it.
Okay, I'm just reacting. What was funny to me, we're basically reacting to the podcast. Is there was this one part. It was early on, and he goes he closed out his com C, I think it was, right. He said I ordered a bunch of cards, right, and he goes no killer or no filler, all killer. And
Yeah.
then if I remember correctly, he said it was 1,004 cards. My friends, if you got
Yeah.
1,004 cards, how are they all killers? Like, I feel like there's a little filler floating around if there's 1,000 of them, and that was just something comedic for me. Yeah. Anyway, that's all. That guy, more power to Ian, and obviously Norin's my guy.
Mhm.
It's just interesting all of the dynamics, and it's not like anyone's wrong.
Mhm.
It's just everyone is experiencing the dynamics from their own place. You
Yeah,
know?
and I think there's a follow-up episode, which I haven't listened to. I think that maybe they follow up on the conversation and talk about how things are just changing. Um, at least I remember seeing something about that, and I'm looking forward to hearing that part of their podcast.
Yeah. And I feel for Ian's position. It's not like I don't understand it. I feel for it. But there's like this middle ground that I'm fighting. I like the middle ground.
Mhm.
And they know Ian and Nora know that. It's not like I was a quiet character collector for
Yeah.
20. I'm not quiet about anything, like so,
Right.
you know.
Well, what's interesting, and these are just how I think people who've been watching the show, of course, you, Manu. I was reading Wall Street Journal this weekend, and they did an article about a Harvard study that's been going on for 85 years straight, and they put together this study in an effort to discover what makes people the most happy, like what makes them
Okay.
happiest, right?
Okay.
And it caught my attention because in collecting, we talk about, hey, these things made me happy. These things bring me joy. That we use that kind of language. And to please go read the article. I think it's public. And they ended up studying like over almost 800 people over this 85 years. Are they negotiating?
No, this Kev says
Yeah.
if you collect sexy female characters as a grown man, I don't take you seriously. I just think that is such a funny message to read because you can read into that in so many ways. Apologies, my friend. You were
Nope.
saying.
Totally there. All right. You back with me. Okay, good.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you for that. But yeah, so 85, it started out with 85 people, grew to 8, I mean 80, it started 85 years ago, and the the study grew to almost 800 people. And uh I'm gonna get to the details of the study to build the case. Long story short, what they discovered is the people that they studied over this 85 years and their offspring, the people that were lived the longest and had the most healthy lifestyle, the thing that showed up most often was long lasting relationships.
Mm,
Long lasting relationships, not meaningful, long lasting, meaningful relationships, not collections, not their toys, not their whatever, right?
yeah,
Not their
yeah.
empires they built or didn't build. And I say that to say that what I really love about collecting Marvel and doing it on social media like this on YouTube is because of the relationships it's connecting me to, and I think it's connecting me to some that enrich my life in a meaningful way. And so I love that part about it. That's part of what I enjoy about the hobby. And I know that's not the way everybody approaches it, and I get that. And I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying, hey, here's a study. If we want to take it serious on how it's connected to happiness, you don't want to sacrifice the relationships for the way you want to collect your cards. Like the people are more important than the cards.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to Ian one day. I want to see if
Mhm.
Ian and I can have a good conversation on screen one day.
Um, Ian has been on the show. He did Saturday Morning Marvel Cards with me one time.
No way.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
Ian's awesome. I like
Wow.
Ian, and I think he's just he is simply wanting the best for the hobby. I really believe that.
I understand where he's coming from. I get his
Mhm.
position. I can I it's not listening to Ian, I'm not confused about what he's saying.
Mhm. Mhm.
I get it, I do. But there's stuff.
Yep. All right, we got so let's go back up here. We had a question about 90s cards here from Marcus Oaks. I have a ton of 90s Marvel cards from when I was a kid. They've been in plastic sleeves and are perfect. What is the best way to sell them? I this is not going to surprise you. I get this almost verbatim
Yeah.
question multiple times a week.
Mhm.
And in that lies part of your answer. Okay. There's a significant amount of people across the US and probably abroad that have stacks and stacks of 90s cards and with some belief that they're all in perfect condition, right? And
Yeah.
so the first thing I would tell you is 90s cards raw have very little value. You know, the amount of work it takes to sell each single card is really cumbersome and cost prohibitive in relationship to what they sell for. You can sell them all as one big collection, and that's typically the best way to get rid of them, especially if you can break them into sets and sell them as sets. Um, but to think that you're going to then grade them all or grade the best condition ones, and they're going to grade out to a PSA 10 and sell for $50 to $300, that's unless you're like a professional grader, like that's unlikely to happen. I'm speaking from experience too, and I'm sure many others have had it. So break them into sets, sell them as sets. Um, Unless you're good at grading, I wouldn't
Excuse me.
try to grade them to sell them. So, what are your thoughts?
I agree with you. I agree with
Mhm.
you. It's a very common question, and you don't really learn what you need to know until you go for it. Don't be afraid to do some grading and learn from mistakes. That's the best way to figure it out.
Yeah, Marcus, that is really kind of you. Man, you do not have to do that. You absolutely can sell them as sets. But why don't you do this? Why don't you send me some photos of them? Let's make sure that they are
Oh,
what we think they are, and then we'll go from there. But like Armando says, he sold his in lots. Yeah, I think that's right.
yeah.
I want to read Keith's question here. Ian's a great dude. He's one of the best to talk to, invent, and get perspective from. Easily one of the most objective people in the hobby on every topic in regards to people. Love that.
Love that. Hey Keith, speaking of great guys, did you watch last week's episode? You see, I did it. We did it. We made friends last week, Keith. All right, we'll talk later.
Ryan says, my best friend of almost 40 years is completely different from me and what we enjoy. He loves cars and I'm into Marvel. Very different in other aspects too, but our values keep us best friends. Love that. Kess, not that I'm aware of. Um, I think Manu was anticipating that I might have a guest. I always gently invite one other person, but they don't always come on the show.
Yeah, sometimes they pop in, sometimes they don't. I
Yeah,
sometimes don't have any idea that there's guests, and then there's three of them. So I just, just for safety. You
that's
are
right.
our
That's
guest.
right.
What do you mean? You are our guest.
That is right.
Yeah,
I'm going to drop my email here in the chat for our friend.
go for it. Go for it.
It's public on the in YouTube. You can find it. But that's it right there. SpideyG09 at gmail.com.
Kev says, man, everything changes in hobbies. I hated these newsstand guys at first, then 9.9 turned me
He turned you.
influenced.
Yeah, influence.
That's amazing, Kev. That's just such a fun comment. I'm a big fan. I'm
I
a
got to put
huge
that one
fan.
up here. Um,
Keith said, yeah.
no, that's just. I mean, but I love this. Did you influence him, or did he listen and he was convinced? Like,
Well, I don't know. He could just be joking, and and maybe it was all on his own that he discovered newsstands. But the message being sent there is such a great one, right? There's always, when something new comes out, there's apprehension on our parts to accept it, to receive it, to change what we've loved and how we've collected. That openness, sometimes we gotta ease into it, right? And so then you're a little apprehensive about something new, but if it has merit, and if it is a real community or a real collectible, and it is an exciting hunt and there is scarcity, well, it's going to win you over, because the reason we're saying it's good is actually true. And we discover that even through our apprehension sometimes.
Mhm.
But Kev says, no, I was influenced. All right, well, I'll take some fault, and I am happy about that.
All right. So this week in my travels, I met with a bunch of different people, and one of them was into Marvel, and newsstand comes up, and immediately I got this like closed door mentality of, oh, those are not as rare as people think they are. They're blah blah blah. Like, it was just, I didn't even ask for the guy's opinion. I just
Oh,
immediately got all of the objections to newsstand, and
yeah.
I was like, not even worth talking about. I just moved
No.
on. Like
Yeah. That is the right move. Anybody that right now is,
yeah.
if here's the word newsstand and all they do is go against it, those folks, my assumption, are in their own way. They do not want to be convinced. They do
Mhm,
not want to see the truth. And even if they find one pocket of truth where they say those aren't as rare as people think, they could be talking about newsstands from 1979. Well, guess
yeah,
what, buddy? That's not the whole conversation. So
mhm,
until you're going to speak about it accurately and fairly, every decade is different. Every year is different. Every title is different. And unless you're going to allow those nuances into your argument, you don't have an argument. And what's best for anybody to do that understands and loves newsstands is to ignore them. They're going to quietly quit the hobby, I'd imagine, somewhere at
mhm.
some time, and that's okay.
Yeah, for
Because the
sure.
thing's evolving, bigger and better.
All right, we got some really good questions in the chat. I'm
Let's
going
get
to
in there.
start with Armando's here. He says,
Yeah.
"How bad is tomorrow's EPAC going to be?" Let's show everybody what we're talking about, just so everyone's on the same page. This is tomorrow's release of Carnage. See if I can zoom in a little bit here. Did that work? Did I zoom in?
It zoomed.
Okay, good. So this Carnage is releasing tomorrow on Upper Deck EPAC, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Rogue, I don't know which card's actually better. I think maybe this is going to be the more sought after card. That's hard to say. Rogue was really good, but it does feel like,
I'm putting my money on this one over the Rogue one.
yeah, I'm kind of with you. It's so monochromatic. It's just all red and neutrals. It's
Did
just
I leave that? Oh, I was going to leave this comment on where was it? I was gonna say all of a sudden I feel like cranberry juice, and I didn't, because I was like, nah, I don't even know if
Well, all
cranberries are
right,
red. I've
all
just
right.
said it before.
Speaking of bad Marvel jokes,
Yeah. Oh
well,
gosh.
this is actually kind of good. My dad messaged me,
Oh, okay,
Papa
okay.
Leon, and he says, Papa Juju. He said, it looks like Venom with high blood pressure.
What does this?
Carnage, yeah,
That's funny.
he did.
That's
I
funny.
was like, all right, Dad.
That's funny.
But this sketch, man, could you imagine hitting this sketch?
Oh, let me see this sketch. Hold on, I'm gonna wait for it to pop up big. Let's see this. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing everyone's after tomorrow. Obviously, the
Who's gonna
autos,
get it?
man. I'm
Marvel
going to give it
Madness,
my best shot.
you're the kindest person in the world. And I thank you and I love you.
I know you said, but that's great. Oh,
Keith,
it's all
yes,
your
go ahead and
fault.
watch it. You can deduce what I'm talking about. I was just having fun with you. But if you want to rewatch the episode, it was actually quite a nice one. And
Mhm.
Symbiote says, got my hands on my first CGC card slab, and the clarity is amazing, but I still love PSA as well. What are your guys' thoughts? I think I can mimic exactly what you said. And like our friend Brian says, the amazing spider guy, he says, I think he said what did he say on it? He said the optics on it, or maybe someone else said that. I'm not sure. But he was also very vocal about how impressed he was with the clarity. The clarity is quite nice. And then he also told another truth, that I really appreciated, because one of the cards in his submission was a 10. And he took a moment to look in the camera and he said, PSA, this yellow 10, this golden 10, you're doing yourself a disservice. All right.
Mm.
The black numbers pop. You can't even see this yellow number. He said it in a much friendlier, much more charismatic way, the way that he does. But I was just enjoying the fact that he was telling the truth about it, because it's the truth. I know you want your 10s to be gold because gold is more valuable than black ink, but it doesn't pop. You can't see it,
Yeah,
guys. But, it is what it is.
I'm with you on that. I think it's all about which card you're submitting. I think some cards should be in a PSA slab for me personally, and some should be in a CGC slab. It just depends on a number of different factors. Is it going in my PC? Is it going to look better in the CGC slab? Is it something that I'm strictly grading to hope to sell one day? Then right now, until the CGC Marvel card slab market like fully develops, maybe it needs to be in PSA. I think it's a variety of different things. But when it comes to having it on the shelf and just looking at it, CGC right now still stands out to me ahead of PSA for most cards, but not all cards.
I only have one CGC card and I cherish it. It was a gift
Mm-hmm.
from Fausto, from Norin, and it was the sample card with the Venom, with the Larson Venom in it.
Yeah, and on the back it says New York Comic Con, which I
And
think
on the
is
back it says
so
New York
awesome.
Comic Con with Justin and Norin. I feel that's a gift from the both of them. They were both there, their energies on it, and that's the only CGC slab I have at the moment, and it is quite nice. This is a
So we
good
have,
one. You want to,
yeah.
yeah.
So Ron says, do y'all? He must be from the South. You all.
You keep thinking only people in the South say y'all. We grew up with y'all. Y'all is just a word, man. Put y'all in there.
Do y'all think the wax market is too far ahead of the card market? Man, that is fascinating.
Yeah.
Not probably not too for Marvel cards. All right, let me drill down. For Marvel cards, okay? I wouldn't say too far ahead, but it is ahead. Does that make sense?
It makes sense because
Yeah.
the prices are what they are. When you open it up, you don't get that money out of it. So that's a little far ahead.
Yeah, but to say too far ahead, um, I mean, there's just not. It's just not. There's just not enough of it uh, for it to be too far ahead, in my opinion. Now, as product, if product does release consistently this year, meaning we get product basically every month or every other month, then it'll be interesting to see because in the Marvel card market, I still think there's just a finite amount of dollars, and it can't chase everything at once, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so, and it's not like people can unload Marvel cards right now and get a tremendous amount of money and chase something else like we were doing in 2021 and parts of 2022. So I think that the introduction to new product this year will have some wax drop that is already out there, i.e., Spider-Man metal, and that I think would be great for the hobby.
Kev, I love your honesty. Kev McGee.
What did he say?
Big fan. He said, I don't like this carnage. Love the sketch, though. I just like anyone that voices an opinion that goes against what, a card on the screen. Like, I just think that is sincere.
Awesome. All right. Let's see here. We had another one. Oh, Charles. He says, how does everyone feel that 3 to 4 big organizations are buying or bought all the rare Marvel cards in the last 2 years? Go ahead,
May I
bud.
go?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like if these organizations are willing to put up their capital, take the risk, great. It is on them to, it's however one decides to spend their money, fine, right? We
Mhm.
know that that's happened. So we should not allow ourselves to be manipulated. That's the only part of this that matters, not whose money's buying what. It's that we aren't dumb. So as long as we're aware of the fact that there are certain parties that have a bunch of this stuff and it is in their best interest to manipulate some markets and there was manipulation, we're aware of that. If we're aware of it, we are wise enough to navigate it with that knowledge. I think
Mhm.
it's fine that people went out there and bought up a bunch of stuff. It's their prerogative to do so. It's their money. It's not like they stole it from people. People agreed to selling it, you know? Like
Mm.
everybody is completely
If
aware of
anything,
the
the theft
decisions.
kind of went on the other side.
Maybe so. Maybe so. There's a lot of big cards that
No, no, no. I can tell you for a fact that because there was some inherent ignorance, I say that as positively as possible, of
sure,
some of
sure.
these big buyers coming into the Marvel car space, that people took advantage of that ignorance and like significantly overcharged for
And
stuff.
good, oh, I shouldn't say good on them. Like I don't want to be like one side's the enemy, one
No,
side's
no.
not.
I
But like,
only bring that up to bring tension because to say that, oh, well, they paid too much. Well, you charged a lot, like, you see what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, come on, it's not
hey,
that one-sided.
yeah, it's just like, look, it became a market where there was money, and then people came into it that don't care about the cards at all. Literally don't. They saw an opportunity, and they're the sort of people that take risks in markets. They started tasting the Pokemon, they started tasting the sports cards, and they were like, hey, let's try this with Marvel. And so they did. Guys, they might lose their shirts.
Yeah,
None of those cards may live up to the fake values that at one time were posted for some of them. That's not a blanket statement, just for some cards they might not hold up. These people have taken on substantial risk. It is our responsibility not to buy into the BS. It's our responsibility to know when we're being lied to. That's it. We just have to take accountability for that and let them do whatever they want. By the way, PMGs and shiny cards, they're not all the cards in the world. There's so many beautiful cards from the 90s that are still underappreciated. No one talks about them yet. They're low pop. They can go up in value because of us, because we love them, we buy them, we hold them. It can be our thing. Let them have whatever fun they want to have. They took on the risk. Bunch of people made a bunch of money. A bunch of people are going to lose a bunch of money. Guys, none of us are out here buying $200,000 cards. It doesn't even have anything to do with us.
yeah. Can you
you
see
know?
my screen right now of MK Sports?
Yes.
Okay, so, by the way, MK Sports is someone I really enjoy following. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna go into why. Like, I just think he's a good follow. He doesn't have much in the way of Marvel cards.
Okay.
Um, and I won't speak to what I do know about his Marvel cards, but he does put Spider-Man on this. This is on the story, so I'm gonna have to keep clicking here because I'm on my. I don't think I
Oh, I
can.
see. I see. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I think I can stop it with the space button here. So he's showing that the card market's down, and he's putting up what he's considering the goats, right? So
Okay.
here you've got Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Lionel Messi, and they're all down 36%, 47%, 38%. They're all down, right? And then he shows Charizard, Tiger Woods, Lewis Hamilton, Dwayne Johnson, and Spider Man. And of all of these, the one that's down the most of what he's calling the goats is Spider Man. Okay. It's
Hmm.
down like 64%. And let me go
Hmm.
back here. All right. eh,
What about
just
Carnage's piece? Yeah.
in fairness, like in terms of the data, um, you know, like Michael Jordan, there's 1,741 cards that are being tracked, with Tom Brady 552, with Lionel Messi 128, with let's see, Charizard 273, with Tiger Woods 36, with Lewis Hamilton. Does that say no? 109 cards. Dwayne Johnson 28 cards. Spider Man 19 cards. Just so like from a statistic standpoint, we have fewer of something. The swings can be a lot greater. Okay,
Sure.
I'm not saying that invalidates this information. I just wanted to give some context here. Like there are more than 19 Spider-Man cards, different Spider-Man cards, and they're not all being represented here. And I don't even know which 19 it is. Um, but if it's all 90 MU, well then yeah, obviously that's has a major swing. But
Yeah.
and maybe it's just PMGs, but it was really fascinating to see this how much of the goats as he has here, Marvel cards, specifically Spider-Man, is the one that's down the most. And these are
Yeah.
companies. He's showing how much these companies are down and how relative they are.
Yeah.
Um, he said Tesla takes the crown of worst performance in the last 12 months. It beat out Spider-Man.
Yeah. And I think a simple way to look at this, the things that were the coolest and the most important characters, either in pop culture, in life, and in comic books, in art, they were the ones that got the most excitement running the prices up. So the bigger
Mhm.
they are, the harder they fall. This is it. The proof is in the pudding. That's what this is. I do want to. There's a Ryan McKenna says, "Who are the 3 to 4 organizations?" And then he jokingly says, "I'm dumb." He's not dumb. He's asking this question because we're also being vague. And I'll put myself out there. I don't know all of the organizations because I haven't paid that much attention. Quite frankly, you don't need to know who they are to know what's happening. And what's most important is for us to know what's happening. But there is one organization that I'll speak about, and I'll use names, but it's not because I'm throwing anyone under the bus. I don't
Mm,
think this is a secret, right? There is a these they're friends of the channel. They're people that we've spoken to. Justin has a relationship. There's an
mhm,
organization called Alpha Cards. It is no secret that Alpha Cards has a huge collection of expensive, rare, modern cards. They didn't
mhm,
just materialize, they didn't pull them out of packs, they spent their money to acquire them. Why
mhm,
in the world would somebody acquire all of that stuff? Because they want to get rich, they want to sell it for more later. Like, it's so obvious. There's no reason to be vague about it. There's no reason to pretend it isn't what it is. It's clear as day. But that's the only organization that I know about. And I will say this, I haven't had any negative experience with them. I haven't sold them any cards. I haven't bought any cards. And that's all I know about it. It's just so obvious to me that it's concerning that it's not obvious to others. And the only part of this that matters to me is that we, the community, the collective community, the people that are not buying millions of dollars worth of product, are just aware of it. That's all.
mhm.
Ron Custom says, I thought Alpha Cards was just one guy, but has models that flex his cards. Yeah, yeah, essentially, yes. But I call them an organization because that's how they want to be perceived. It's not
Well,
like an
that's
individual.
also the word that Stacking used.
Sure, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You know,
organization. I'm curious, what he like, who or he may mean, because the word organization throws me off a little bit.
oh, because it was
Uh,
part of Charles's original question. Charles said, "How do you guys feel about 3 or 4?" Yeah,
right.
right, right.
Yeah, and so, but yeah, alpha cards, they're they are taking, and I'm using they as alpha cards, but yeah, there's one person whose money it is.
Enormous
It's not a
risk.
conglomerate. It's not an auction house or something like that. Um,
Yeah,
that has a strong belief in the cards, strong belief over time that they believe if they're going to be in the space of trading cards, that the one that actually has the most runway to do well long term is Marvel cards, in comparison to the runway that's already been eaten up over time of other cards. That's their belief, and they have the money to take that position, right?
yeah,
And certain belief of, hey, with X amount of dollars, I can acquire a certain amount of these trading cards and be well positioned if they do go up over time. Um, the other, so Steve Aoki would would be one that is not an
hmm.
organization, but I would not put Steve in those categories. This is someone who I've experienced as genuinely really enjoys the cards and
And has the
happens
money
to
to
have the
have a
money to do it.
blast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, in fact, to some degree, uh, yeah, definitely not treating it as a business, meaning buy low, sell high. You know what I mean? Like that,
yeah,
that doesn't feel like some kind of organization type thing. I think he's very much enjoys his Marvel cards. That's been my experience. Um, I think there's probably some groups that are putting together cards that I don't know about, and maybe it's actually something to be done or do overseas at some point, but I can't confirm any of that kind of stuff.
yeah. Guys, I mean, guys and gals, friends, the thing
Mhm,
that we love started to turn into proposition to make a lot of money, and that invites people that are ambitious, and overly ambitious can look like greed sometimes, but we are smart enough and aware enough to navigate it and even use it to our advantage. Does that mean that our hobby gets a little turbulent? Yeah. Does that mean
mhm,
that a little bit of controversy and negativity enters? Yeah. But anything good that kind of escapes that little jar that we all hold dear,
mhm,
once that jar's open and that the world kind of becomes aware, it happens. It happens
Mhm.
with absolutely everything. There's no way we were going to keep Marvel cards safe. If we wanted them to grow, they weren't going to remain safe. And now we've seen like the first 2 years of this, and now it's quiet, right? Because the market's quiet, money's quiet, society's a little hesitant to spend money. This is going to happen again, but now we've seen it once. We know what it looks like. We know the warning signs. Let's prepare for the next time it happens, you know? Let's be the people selling to the whales. What's wrong with that? You got a card that someone wants to give you 50 grand for? Pay off your car. You know, don't just take advantage of the moment, and whoever's willing to put up money to take the risk, let them.
This is interesting. So, without getting like into the technical aspect of the mortgage industry, when there's something called servicing rights. So when you originate a mortgage, somebody has to service it, meaning somebody has to collect the payment and deliver it to the bond. Okay, long story short, and that servicing has a value. The value is, hey, these people are going to pay over time, and when rates were low, there was actually, yeah, Manu does.
Oh, thank you, Charles, man. Appreciate you, brother.
When rates were low, it doesn't take rocket scientists to realize what's low will eventually go up and what's up will eventually come down. That's the nature of things, right? Well, if you were smart, you would actually begin selling your servicing when things are low. And when rates went up, that's when you actually then acquire new servicing with high rates, doing refis. And then you wait for the market to come back down and then you do it again. And so you're actually always ahead of what's actually happening. And so that's just for anyone who thinks things go perpetually up or perpetually down, it's just, with their exceptions, obviously, but it's just not smart to think that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So you want to be proactive.
Correct.
You want to be proactive. And proactive means when people are selling, you buy, and when people are buying, you sell. And you put yourself in a position to be ahead of when the market shifts, if that's why you're doing it, if it is.
Yeah. And for a lot of us, it's like a combination of the both. So it's, it serves us to just be aware of what's happening in case we choose to, play a little bit of both. A lot of us are collectors, like Justin occasionally sells, but more often he's trading. He's trading towards something he wants into his PC, but
You
even
know
though
when I did sell?
What?
2021,
Oh,
early
yeah,
2022. I'm
yeah.
not stupid. Well,
No,
maybe I
man.
am, but
What,
the numbers spoke to me.
dude, dude, there's no, if someone's, I'll give you 150,000 for this. I think it's going to be worth $1 million. More power to you. Wire me the money. The card is yours. Like, here you go. I'll look through my camera roll and enjoy pictures of when I owned it. Give me my money. Thank you.
I do every once in a while.
Yeah, for real. It's funny, man. The people that are spending the big money are taking on some big risk. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see what happens. But let's do everything to stay safe on our ends. Let's not leverage. Let's not go too crazy on our ends. Let's stay safe on our ends and just observe what's happening.
Marcus, I'm checking, bud. I did get them. But I need to look at them later. Not right now. I don't think I can.
Oh, the emails for the card.
Yeah,
Got you.
it's kind of, yeah. I will look at it and get back with you, bud. Thanks, Joshua.
Yeah, Marvel Madness, of course, a combination of both. Absolutely. It's so fun. Every element of it is fun. Oh, old timer gaming.
What's old timer with the Steve Ditko Spider-Man with a Superman
right?
S on
What
his
is that?
chest? And is he smoking a pipe?
It looks like
Or is
this.
that what's
You got us, man. You got us demonetized. No, just joking. Oh shoot. That's funny.
Marcus, you're too kind. You're too kind. I want to make sure there's nothing like good in there for you first. Let me do that. And we'll go from there. Well, man,
It's an
this
AI
was fun.
created drawing. Yeah, this was fun.
This 2 hours in. Do you want me to read my AI jokes to you real quick then?
Sure, I could deal with him again.
All right, everybody. So on Instagram, I posted. I went to Chat GPT, the latest craze of AI, right? And on that, I'll share it here on the screen. I asked it to tell us Marvel jokes. Oh, by the way, this is my family when I was a kid. That's
Oh
my
yeah,
dad.
I loved this picture. Yeah.
Dad, there's me hiding in the background, my twin brother, my sister, who's passed now, and then a little sis. But by the way, this is Ian's. These are Ian Taylor, the podcast host. These are his cards.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. By the way, at one time, he was trying to sell them for lots of money.
Oh,
How'd you like the pink in the for the show tonight?
I like it. I dig it. I'm a big
I
fan of.
did.
Oh, I'm wearing a pink shirt today. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. All right.
I
So
like
here it
pink.
is. I said, I asked AI Chat GPT to write clever jokes about Marvel car collectors. Here are some of those jokes. Why did the Marvel car collector keep his cars in alphabetical order? So he could find Captain America and not Captain Alphabet.
No.
Not funny. Why did the Marvel car collector cross the road? To get to the other side of his collection. Not funny. Why do Marvel car collectors always carry a deck of
T-Bear
cards with them?
2008. It was Masterpieces 2008, not 2018. Yes, 2008. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm having to look around my camera here. Why do Marvel card collectors always carry a deck of cards with them? Because they're always ready to deal with their opponents. These are so bad. This AI's got to do better. Why was the Marvel card collector always so organized? Because they had
Because his
all of
name
their
was Brian. Sorry.
That's right. Because they had all their heroes in their deck and their villains were filed away. So dumb. This one was
Fine.
funny. I like this one.
This might be the only one I voted yes to.
All right. Why did Marvel card collector break up with their girlfriend?
Yeah.
Because they said they needed space for their collection. This is
they needed
literally
space.
you, Manu.
This is good. This is good. It resonated with me.
And of the 10, these were all the ones who were about crossing the road to get to their collection. It kept giving me virtually the same joke in a slightly different way over and over again. And by the way, I actually thought these posts would have a lot more engagement than they have, but the jokes were really bad.
I think that's probably where it's stuck. People are like, I'm not even hitting no on this. Like they
So
probably
bad.
looked at it and they're like, Justin, this is not even a question.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. That's funny. All right. Well, I know that we've gone on for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But is there anything that's happened in the last week that might be worth a discussion? I can't think of anything top of mind, but is there anything that we haven't touched on since then?
Yes. Yes. There's one more thing. I meant to do this while I had Upper Deck up. So let me
Okay.
do that real quick. And this is kind of Marvel related, kind of not, but just so everyone knows, Space Jam is now an EPAC.
Okay.
And the only reason I like even really talking about it is because there are Ash Gonzalez sketches in there. And I'm not saying you're going to pull one, that's for sure. But those sketches are pretty cool. But let's see what the
Nice.
odds are. Sketches. Autographs. It's not standing out to me. Do you see anything about sketches?
No.
I don't either. So I don't even know what the ratio is for you to hit a sketch, but
Oh, sketch cards. I see it. Sketch cards. It says one. No, right above your blue. Right above what you have highlighted in blue. On the right
1 in
side, you can see
300.
sketch card character. Where is it even? 1 in 295. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 in 295 packs. Yeah, packs. So that's a lot. But I did want to make sure people knew that.
Jonathan, yep, he said right side fourth row. That was way better than me describing it. I was literally pointing to my computer as if anyone could see me. Right there, guys.
Right there. And I can't even see the screen when I'm over there. LeBron is not the GOAT like Spider-Man. Come on, Ryan.
What do you mean?
LeBron is like,
Is
I
Michael
mean, I
Jordan
don't,
the Spider-Man GOAT?
yeah, I mean, Michael Jordan is easily the GOAT, period, in the discussion. It's not, I mean, like at every level,
Hey,
you
Michael
know,
Jordan, man.
how, yeah, I mean, yeah,
I
at
can't
every
speak
level.
sports, my friend. So don't anything that I say, I don't speak sports, you know?
Well, I mean, even
It's
outside of basketball, even like global influence, brand building,
oh,
you know,
Jordan, come on. But yeah,
yeah,
Jordan is on a different level in terms of brand, right? Um, maybe LeBron is that brand 20 years from now
hey,
as
you
well.
know what?
Maybe.
I really like what Venom says here. LeBron is Iron Man. Yeah, like Iron Man's having his time in the sun. Like
I'll take it. Sure.
he
Yeah, no
shot up.
problem with that.
He's been popular. He's like number one in the MCU. But overall, it's without a doubt Spider-Man. Spider-Man's by far bigger than Iron Man.
Whoa, look what Fred said. Excuse me. He said just broke 2 boxes of 2008 set 2 today. Got a gorgeous Spider-Man sketch in one.
Well, I want to see
Yeah, how can you show us right now, Fred? Is there any
Fred.
way?
I'll trade you
Wolverine will be Michael Jordan next year? Oh, because he's coming into the movies, you're
a
saying. Okay, okay.
McWicked. You know you want a McWicked.
Dude, that is a even trade. Actually, that's an even trade. No.
That's
Who
actually
doesn't
a
want to
really
make Wicked?
that's actually a really good sketch card. I've got to post that later in the
It's really good looking. It's really good looking.
Wolverine will be the Michael Jordan next year. Huh?
Yeah. Well, no, I think he's saying that because, like, Wolverine's going to make it into the movies and stuff now, and the excitement's going to be there, and so on and so forth. Zen, hello.
All right, who's going to be more popular next year, Deadpool or Wolverine?
I don't know. Deadpool. I feel like Deadpool. I feel like the bandwagoners hop on Deadpool's bandwagon more because he's just. I feel like he's like a younger, cooler character.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, look,
He gets trendy quick.
I think the Deadpool Wolverine movie is going to be massive. I think it's going to be funny. Um, I hope it's like good viewing. I hope they tell a compelling story while being funny. Um, that show is going to be pretty cool.
It's a
Fred,
show.
it's a movie. Sorry, movie.
Oh,
Fred, I want to see. I want to see your sketch cards. Are you on
Fred, we can't.
Instagram?
We can't sign up. We can't log off tonight. We can't end this live this evening until we see
Why does the name Fred Walker feel like he doesn't have an Instagram?
it. Judge much, Justin? Fred
Fred, how
Walker
big a
says
boy are you?
no to anything Facebook. He does not support Meta whatsoever. He is against Zuckerberg all over
Yeah,
the place. I'm just
I'm kidding.
so
Really glad
okay,
you're here on the
okay.
stream. I don't recognize your name. Do you recognize it? I don't recognize it,
No,
but I'm
not I
really
don't
glad you're here.
actually know. But
And
thank you for being here, Fred.
if you are on Instagram, I'm Spidey Hits, and of course Manu is on IG at the 9.9 Newsstand. Love to see
Yeah,
him.
meet me there, please.
Dude, Wolverine is the GOAT already. Just because you say it doesn't make it true. It's weird.
Well, in if you look at Spider-Man as a different sector of Marvel and X-Men as another, like Wolverine is the GOAT in the X-Men world, and Spidey's the GOAT in the other part of the
That's
Marvel world,
fair. Yeah,
you
fair.
know?
There's only one Michael Jordan.
No Marvel madness. Wolverine entering MCU is huge.
He's
Sorry. Get it, Jackman. Leave me out of this. I'm so
so
sorry.
Ryan picked up on what I said. I said, "Hey Fred, how big a boy are you?" That's a Roy D. Mercer
I'd
saying.
have to know who Roy D. Mercer was.
He's kind of a redneck comedian, but
Okay.
he would like if I remember the skits correctly, he would call them like a prank call and get them fired up, and then he would start asking how big they are, like they were going to fight. He would say, "How big a boy are you?" Anyways,
Oh, okay.
that's
Okay.
that's where that came from.
I love you, Josh. Joshua. Wait, do you like being called Josh or Joshua? because I call you Marvel Madness, but now we're getting to know each other here.
I love you, Manu.
What? I don't know why you're winking, but I love you too, Justin. And I think I just blinked both of my eyes when I attempted to wink. I'm not a winker. I've never had a good wink. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I learned how to snap. I never had one of those before.
Wait a minute. Ryan just doesn't not only know who Roy D. Mercer is, it's his best friend's dad.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
That is hilarious. I did the wink. Josh does a wink emoji all the time, so that's why I did that.
Josh asked an interesting question on his Instagram the other day. He said, can Marvel cards and sports cards coexist happily? Right? And he took it upon himself to answer it. He wanted to make sure everyone knew the answer is yes. Right? It's like, we're going to start a discussion, but the answer is yes, guys. And I think the answer is yes. And all of the caveats or whatever, everything to consider is what we discussed earlier about, the people that are in there just for the, ROI, the investment, the risk. As long as collectors, we know what's happening and we're able to balance our own life and decisions within the, excitement that is the overall hobby, then yes, they can coexist as long as we are not led, but we are thinking with our own heads. Everyone will be okay if they think with their own heads. I understand influence is influential, but we tell a lot of truth here on the Spidey Hits channel, and influence or no influence, the truth is always just going to be the truth, and we can see
maybe this is just how I see it, but they can coexist if you care about people.
You got to just have care about people. If you don't want to rip anyone off, steal from someone, hurt anybody, you're going to be good. Ron says, what's y'all favorite 95? Well, Ron, you might actually be from the South because you use y'all a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and let Justin win that one. You probably are.
Hey, let's tell Naj good night real quick. Naj,
good
love
night,
you.
Naj, sleep well. Got an early meeting. I hope your meeting goes really well. And thank you for being with us.
And get some good goop sleep. Some goop sleep.
Yeah, goop night. Goop night. Talk to you soon.
All right, back to the favorite 95.
95. All the 95 sets are good.
They are. It actually is a tough choice, but you know my answer.
95 X-Men. Oh no, 95 Metal. Obviously, the first year of Metal. 95 was a good year.
Yeah, but even 95 Masterpiece is great.
95 Masterpiece is great. 95 Ultra Spider-Man is great.
Ultra Spider-Man is actually really, it is. Yeah, honestly, I'm just going to plead the 95th.
That was good. That was good. Cover all your bases by not covering any of them at all.
GPT, come up with that.
Yeah. Artificial stupidity.
AI for Marvel card jokes. Norrin sent me a Marvel card joke, but I don't want to share it without his permission.
Aw, maybe we'll get him on the show one day to share it himself. That would be nice.
Papa Juju says, just a thought. You can always change a lie, but you can never change the truth. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's a good one. That's solid. Oh, I want to talk comics real quick. That 1 in 25 variant Miles Morales, Derjevic.
Yeah,
the one.
Derjevic.
Closed on Heritage. This is actually interesting. 3 days ago, ended on Heritage. 2 days ago, maybe 43,000. Right
for a 9.8.
9.8 for the 1 in 25. 43,000. Super strong. But dig this. At the same time. Maybe a couple minutes earlier, maybe a couple minutes after, but the same auction, a signed 9.8, signed, ended for 32,000.
Jojo,
$10,000 less. Jojo, it could be. That is a strong sale for that book.
Where did it sell at though?
Heritage.
Both of them, both sales.
Both of them in the same auction. $10,000 separated.
Who signed it?
The artist. I forget the artist. The artist.
No, did Derjevic sign it?
Oh no, not the artist.
Did Clayton Crane sign it?
You know what? Guys, give me a moment. Let me look this up. I don't know who signed it. Okay.
Well, I mean, I think this is actually important because
It does. It is hugely important, and I'm sorry for not being prepared.
because if like if
It's
the
so
inker
important.
signed it, like, do you really want to pay?
It's very important. It's signed by me, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, but while I'm looking this up, because this is gonna take me forever, because I don't
All
even
right,
know how to use this
take your
website.
time. Take your time.
I do want to say though, like that book, the blue label, not the signed one, the blue label, it has a history of selling for 32, 35, 30 this, 30 that. So it does well, right? 43 is strong. I don't know what else to say, but it's interesting that the signed one was $10,000 less, but now I got to pull it up. Guys, somebody help me find. Here it is. Okay, so the guy that so the auction ended January 12th, but you can make an offer to the owner as long as your offer is 64,800 or more.
Ah, that's good to know.
Okay. And so here is the one that sold for less, and it was signed by, I got to log in to see this clearly, but what the heck does that name say? By Brian
Michael
Michael
Bendis?
Bendis. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, so he's the
Brian Michael
writer,
Bendis. He's the writer. Okay, so not
I
the
believe.
artist.
I say that as if I know for a fact. I am rather sure he is the writer.
I'm gonna just pull up a picture on eBay because since I'm not logged in, they're not giving me the high
And
res, and
and
I'll just see who that is.
and honestly, that's not a bad signature.
It's not. That's a
Yeah,
popular name,
OBD said Bendis. Yeah, Bendis has actually written a lot of stuff that's going to be like important long term. I think, obviously, Miles Morales being one of them once we confirm.
Yeah, Bendis is he Bendis, Hickman, and Spencer's story. So Bendis
Mhm.
is the first name written on the label of someone involved. So it is a meaningful signature. It's not the artist. It is a meaningful signature. It is still
There
worth
was
noting that it
a
ended for
lot of people
$10,000
involved.
less.
A lot of people involved with that book, right?
Yeah,
It's not trimmed down. Yeah, your
yeah.
interiors are done by Clayton Crane.
The
Um,
interiors are Clayton Crane on that book.
mhm. Yep. All the interior art is Clayton Crane.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, it is.
mhm.
Oh no, Pacelli, Laris, and Crane on the interior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, but maybe I shouldn't use the word all, but he's interior. Of course, you have a Bagley cover, you have Pacelli cover, you have the variant Bagley cover, and then you have the Djevic variant.
Mm-hmm.
You have the writers. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is one signature doesn't really represent the book well.
No, 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 no.
If
I
you
think,
if
yeah,
it was Djevic, that makes a little more sense to me.
on
If
that
it's
copy, yeah.
either of the Bagleys, getting him to do it, Clayton Crane's fun, but I wouldn't have done that on a Djevic or a newsstand, um, just
Please
because
don't
those
do
are
that.
so limited already. I actually could see where for someone like me, just in the way my brain works, where I'm like, man, if I get one of their signatures, like I got to do like the full hunt, or the book's not complete from a signature standpoint,
Oh, you would go at it like that? Okay,
or
jeez.
otherwise I'd rather have the not signed.
I love a not signed book, dude. I have nothing against it. Not
Mhm.
signed book is like having all the signatures. They're just not there.
Yeah, but my point
Not
is,
at all.
like, think of being the 68-year-old bazillionaire who's old school, who thinks that actually signing the book damages it.
Right, right, right. There's still some of that thinking out there for
Yeah.
sure. I want to
Oh,
read some of these. Yes.
Fred says he's a little behind on the video. We'll try to get us a pick now.
Oh, you're the best, Fred. Thank you.
Mhm.
Awesome. So I'm going to read through some of these. I know there's a lot of love for Marvel cards. Do you think DC will get back in the game like in the 90s? Brian Neil Singleton says that. I actually have an interesting feeling that DC is not far behind throwing some exciting cards out there. I just feel like there's a desire at DC to be involved in everything exciting right now, and
Yeah.
they are positioning themselves for a new future. I think we're going to see cards.
I think you're right. I think if DC actually had compelling trading card sets that people would get to watch and enjoy, that would waken people up to older trading card sets, like going through that hunt. Like that would be fun. Like bringing in collecting again to that hobby, that part of the hobby. I think it could have a moment. There's not a lot in terms of like sets to really enjoy, in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. We do need to get to JoJo. I was very happy to see JoJo's name pop up because we
Yeah,
hadn't
hi,
seen it
Jojo.
all night.
Yeah.
But
He waited for the juicy stuff.
he was triggered as soon as you brought
Yeah.
up the Heritage auction. He
I
said,
like
"Never
it.
trust anything sold on Heritage auction. Look into the owner of it, and you'll see why." I don't know who the owner is, but that's
Oh,
what
the
he's.
owner of Heritage? I don't
Mhm.
know the owner of Heritage, but Heritage, what is their Metropolis? Isn't Metropolis
Mhm.
the Metropolis is Heritage, right? And I know the
Mhm.
owner of Metropolis. I'll look into it. Jojo Yajimbi, I will look into that because I don't know the history of the owner of Heritage.
He says every single sale on Heritage should be questioned by anyone who's not shilling. Well, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I think any major auction house, we hear that all the time. We could like XYZ auction house, somebody's
Sure,
going to
sure,
pop
sure.
up and say, don't trust. Like, it just feels like that happens a lot. I don't know enough. I know some people who I like that like Heritage. Doesn't mean they're good or bad. What I will say is, JoJo, we have an interest in these books selling for a lot because Manu is now the owner of a newsstand, which I think is better than the Djevik variant.
I agree with you completely, and I don't think it's much of. I think our opinion on that is
Yeah,
validated in fact. There are
right.
289.8 the Djurjevics. How many newsstand 9.8s have you ever seen? I can only place two, and there's no recorded sales. So you got a book with close to 300 of them, and they're selling every month. And then you have a book that no one's ever laid eyes on, and there's no recorded sales. Which one's more important? It's not hard to figure that out.
It's not hard. I mean, and it's literally at the. Well, I don't know. You tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like it's at the end of an era of newsstand with
Correct.
the biggest modern first appearance in 20 years.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Aslan. Aslan, are you with us tonight? Maybe not, but hello if you are, and hello if you're not. You'll catch it on the replay, I'm sure. So Aslan was having this conversation with me today, because he's very interested in newsstands, and he has a mindset of an investor and a collector. So he's very eager to know, which newsstands are significant and why. And I was somewhat unaware that newsstands went later than I thought. I actually thought they ended in 2012, but there's 2013 newsstands for Marvel as well.
Oh,
Or whatever year I thought they ended, they actually extended an additional year. So whatever those years were, there's an additional. And he started picking up a couple of newsstands and that he's been finding. And he said to me, he said, "How come this one isn't worth as much as the Ultimate Fallout 4 newsstand?" And I said, "Well, Aslan, because the Ultimate Fallout 4 newsstand is the perfect mix for Magic. It's the
it
first
is.
appearance of the most significant character of the modern age. And it's when the newsstand distribution was like 1%. It's literally the hardest to find version of Miles Morales' first appearance. That is. Oh, is this the sketch? I'm
Oh,
waiting for the color to happen.
yeah. I've got to turn down the brightness here so that we can see it.
Oh, no way, dude. You just made Justin cry. Like, that's
Trade me.
incredible.
Trade.
It is everything you ever wanted. It's a full body Spidey sketch.
Full body Spidey.
Oh, jeez, that's crazy. That's Fred. I'm so glad that we were able to get that onto the show and see it. That's awesome. Congrats, man. That's big. That's dope.
Yeah, Fred. Congratulations on the pool. I would have lost it. That is a Spidey hit.
That's a Spidey. It's still on the show. Justin, it's still on the show.
Hey, yes, it counts.
Fred,
It's like we
thank you.
pulled it.
Yeah. Fred, you're part of the family now. Hope you don't mind.
By the way, Fred sent me this on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, follow me. Spidey hits.
There you go.
I'm
There you
enjoying
go.
Twitter.
Are you? Nice.
Kevin says good potential trade. I don't know who the artist is, but
It don't
but I
matter.
know
It's
it's Spider
Spidey.
Man.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back into these real quick. Let's see here. What about? Wait, what is this? I'm not. Oh, he says. Jojo Yojimbi says, "I'm not saying don't sell on Heritage, But for 100%, don't expect record-breaking sales because those only happen on things owned by the owner. All right, I'm going to look into that. I like that kind of stuff. Like, controversy it exists. Certain people have power. It's real. Again, back to what we said earlier. We just got to be aware of it, navigate with knowledge, and we'll be fine. So I like that, and I will look into it. Fred says, what about a full set of 96 masterpieces with multiple duplicates? Still best to just sell raw as a set, or is it something to get into grading for? Can I?
Please.
Okay, Fred, the interesting thing about 96 masterpieces is it's worth big money even raw, right? Like if you've got a complete set, you've got at least $1,500. And if you've got a complete set with duplicates, who knows what you can sell it for? Maybe sell it. There are some cards raw from that set that sell for $50 to $100 ungraded, just sitting on eBay because people want them. So you can extract decent value without troubling yourself with the time and cost of
Right.
grading. But if you do have an eye for grading, those cards' values jump extremely for a few of them when they're graded. I will say though, there is a friend of ours that has recently graded quite a few, and I was sort of following, how quickly some were or weren't selling on eBay because I think I knew which cards are his. And I could be mistaken, but regardless, a lot of PSA graded 96 masterpieces went onto eBay, and some of them sold for less than I anticipated. But that's kind of to be expected. There were cards that you never saw one of, and then you saw 3 of them overnight on eBay. So that did something to the short-term value, but that's such an interesting set. I will say I made the mistake of selling multiple sets raw. So since I'm calling that a mistake, I think my inadvertent advice is to grade them. But the warning there is only if you have an eye for it, right? Like you don't want to get stuck with a PSA 5 of one of those cards because then you would have been better off selling it raw sort of thing. So you really can't lose with that set. That's really exciting that you have a complete set and duplicates. That's real value in those cards.
Great response. Love it.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I mean, especially if conditions high. You get a
Yeah.
PSA 9 or higher. I think it's a good decision. I'm curious if by full set he includes the inserts, especially the double impacts.
Oof.
Because if those are clean,
Double impact of my favorite card, not your favorite, I know. The Spidey Storm double impact PSA 8 sold for 400. And
wow, that's strong.
that's strong. There are 9s. There are no 10s yet. So 9 is the PSA highest of that card. But to see an 8 sell for 400 warmed my heart.
I think if
love
you
the
can get
appreciation.
a PSA 10 of Cap and Surfer, you got some money on your hands.
That's the big boy one. That Surfer looks incredible.
I think it's the big one. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at the pop.
That Rogue
Fred
one is
says
the
he's
one
going
that
to pass
everyone
on my trade.
Oh.
Please.
Oh, and you get this crying cloud octopus. What is that?
This is my chapstick I got for Christmas for some
That's
reason.
your lip balm? That's funny.
Yeah.
All
Pop
right,
says
I'm gonna read some more.
Needs to be in Spidey's hands. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Everybody check out Ash Gonzalez's Instagram account. He's been posting a lot of the sketches he did for WandaVision. I don't want to look at them because, I missed out on my boxes for WandaVision. So I don't want to be sad. Hey, Aslan. He's here.
Yo, we were just talking about you, my friend. Look at that. Hi.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Good day, my friend. What time is it in Australia right now? It must be the morning. No, it's literally the middle of somewhere. Night thing.
He says, yeah, I'm here. Ron says, why are y'all teaching Spidey hits? Yeah, don't tease. Don't tease.
Did we? Oh, Ron, I'm sorry.
Jojo, yeah, that's a great formula. Scarcity plus desirability equals value. If you add
Jojo.
high grade on that, if you add condition rarity on top of that, got some magic.
He said, I want a newsstand 9.9 Batman Beyond #1. Let's just for a moment, just for fun, guess what that would cost. Let's talk about Batman Beyond #1, right? That's the first appearance of Batman Beyond.
Yeah, right? A regular 9.8 is what, like $1,500?
$1,500 to $2,000, right?
I'm just guessing. It's been a while since I looked at that stuff.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And a 9.8 newsstand is we have a $9,000 sale, we have an $8,000 sale, and we've got a $4,400 sale or something. That $4,400 sale though is an not an infamous sale. Everyone was very transparent. I know the owner of the book. He's a friend of mine, and he was aware that it wasn't the prettiest 9.8. So he represented that book very honestly on eBay. It had a couple of color breaking ticks, had all the detailed pictures of the ticks. Nobody was surprised with this, and it still went to 4,000 plus. Jojo is saying 4,000 plus, but it still went to 4,000 plus as a 9.8 newsstand that didn't quite frankly look like a 9.8.
Yeah.
A 9.9 newsstand of that book, if it actually looked flawless when you looked at it, that's got to be 30, 40 grand.
It's a fun cover. Batman Beyond, I think, holds a kind of an interesting place because we're talking about the animated Batman Beyond.
Yes.
Just to be
the animated,
be clear, like that was a fun cartoon. Like it was.
Yeah.
You could, like you get first appearance Harley Quinn animated, first appearance Batman Beyond animated. Those are fun books. But I would actually like to own a copy of that. We wouldn't have to be a newsstand. Obviously, a newsstand would be much better, but
I want a copy too. Yeah,
it'd be fun.
Our friend Godly Comics, has a 9.6 newsstand that looks better than the 9.8s that we've been investigating recently. He is going to crack it out, and he's going to get it signed by Bruce Timm. Bruce Timm? No, Bruce.
Just kidding. That was
Right,
a
that's
joke.
it. Oh,
That
but
is
that's his name,
Batman
right?
Beyond.
Bruce Timm. Yeah, and he's going to get it signed, and hopefully it's a signed 9.8. That's going to be crazy. So he's going to try to do that at SDCC this year if Bruce Timm, right? Yeah, if Bruce Timm shows up, because I think he canceled last year. Anyway, sorry. Back to the comments.
Right. Fred says, thanks for the info. Maybe grade some other cars and learn first.
Yeah.
And get a feel for it. Yeah. Smart. Ease your way into grading. Don't do like me, send 300 cards at your first submission.
Yeah.
Well, second submission, but before I ever even got my first submission back. He also says for the 96s, includes all the inserts, including 6 double impacts.
Bro. And you know what else, Fred? I'm going to say this. I'm a seller. Usually, if I have something and I've had it for a while, it's got value, I usually sell it. But if you don't need to sell it, having the complete of that set, raw, graded, doesn't matter. It's a worthwhile thing to just tuck away. That's pretty special. And it's really hard to recreate that in its entirety these days.
All right. Now I'm trying to figure Fred out. Fred's on Twitter, not Instagram.
Yeah.
His name is Fred. Yes. 2 full complete sets of 96. And then open 2 sealed boxes of Marvel Masterpieces 2008 today. Ted, what else do you have? Fred, sorry. Fred. What else do you have?
And while you're answering that, I'm going to read Fred's. This is a good one. He said, the double impacts are quality. I'm not sure there's a 10 there since I have little experience. I'll tell you this, Fred. The base set for 96 Masterpieces is constructed quite well. And if a card's not a 10, you can see it, right? Because it's constructed so well, it's a surprise when there's a rough edge or a screwed up corner. The double impacts are all screwed up. So it is very rare that a double impact is a 10. Most of them have very rough edges. But the thing about them is they're worth grading no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what, you can grade them and you're going to be okay. Obviously, 9 or higher on any of those, you do really well. The reason you got to be careful of those double impacts, and really for all the 96s, but the double impacts specifically, is you have solid coloring all the way to the edge. There's no border. So anything on that edge, it shows up, and most of those edges are dark. So it shows up real easily. Also, be very careful with the surface and your handling of the cards. If you don't have them properly sleeved, please do so without touching them as much as possible.
Brilliant.
We got some, I think they're laughing at me because I said Ted instead of Fred. So you're saying it's not like the 90s metal products? He's talking about 96? 95
90s are quality products, aren't they? Or were they also?
The quality of the cardboard is really good. Doesn't always mean you're going to get a PSA 10 because they're surface. It is a shiny card, so you got to be careful with those. But in terms of like the card stock and the edges, yeah, I think you have really high quality with 95 metal. Yeah, they do not come out of the packs gnarled, and that's what I'm talking about. The quality of the cut in the cardboard. It's like they actually sharpen the blade,
Yeah. It's
every
only
now and
the
then.
double impacts from 96 that are gnarled. If I don't know why, but the double impacts are a tough,
Because they're
tough
printed
grade.
2 sides.
Oh yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that they're both printed, but those have an embossing to them a little bit,
Yeah, they do.
and so I think
Um,
that's probably why. They look like they were
yeah.
trimmed with weed eaters.
Man, if somebody grades a 10 in that Spider-Man card, I'm gonna buy
You're
it.
in.
I want it so, but it's gonna cost all the money. Like, how much is someone gonna charge for that?
Um, a Wolverine canvas gallery, PSA 10 Pop 1, sold for 2,500.
Okay, and that's a tough grade too. The
Mhm.
gallery ones, the gold foil border one, that's a
Yeah,
tough
and they're not
one.
all centered. Pay attention. Those are
And you
not
said
all
that was
centered.
a pop one, the Wolverine?
I believe so at the time.
So pop one, 2,500. And if the Spidey Storm double impact becomes a PSA 10,
Yeah.
that will be
Let's
a
be
pop
fair,
one.
Wolverine doesn't actually look like Wolverine
I
in the
remember he
gallery.
looks more like a beast or something like that.
Sabretooth, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Um, but it would have to I would put the Spider-Man card then. It just depends on who's in the market that day, but I'd say at a minimum it's 2 grand, but with enthusiasm it's four. With enthusiasm it's four. If the right
Yeah.
buyer's been waiting a decade for it and has money,
The there are ample PSA 10 set collectors out there wanting to be the first to collect that set in all tens, and that's what's going to create the run up in price on that. Is just someone saying, I want to be done, I want to get it,
yeah,
having the
I'm a
set.
set collector too of that one card, meaning I have my childhood copy of the card. I have the PSA 9 that I graded myself. I bought it raw, graded, turned it to a 9, which is the
Special.
highest, and the completion of that set will be a 10.
All right, wait a minute, I may have misjudged Fred.
Oh, what?
He says, I have all Marvel Masterpieces full sets and chase cards up until 96. And here's the kicker, I just pulled them out of my mom's basement this year. So he's our
Fred,
age.
yeah, Fred, you did exactly what I did 2 years ago. And that's when I made the mistake of selling multiple sets of 96 masterpieces. Those are the experiences that I was speaking from. I
Yeah.
felt like I made a mistake. Yes, selling a set for $1,500 made me feel good that moment. What I've learned for the last year and a half is that was $10,000 worth of cards in graded form. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Well, buddy, we're going to wrap it up
Okay.
here.
All right. What a great show. Thank you, everybody. That was fun. I loved all of the dialogue towards the end here about cards and conspiracies. That's the stuff of it's just what I like.
Oh, hold on. Started buying some of the 2008 Marvel as a Christmas gift to myself, thus the breaks today. Okay. It's
Cool.
all making sense. I'm
Cool.
glad you enjoyed it. Glad you hit a Spidey. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, a couple of things. I'm going to edit the Dallas trading card video probably tomorrow. I don't know when it'll be posted, but
Okay.
it'll be fun. Keep an eye out for that. All right. Next week, I will not be home on Sunday. I'm going to be at a dance competition in Arkansas for my daughter. So
Okay.
we got to figure out how we're going to do the episode next week. So we'll figure it out.
Whatever works
I'm
for
not
you, you
worried.
let me know. You let
We're
me, and
not,
even if it has to be one of those things where just to say we did it,
yep.
we pop on, we'll make it happen.
Yeah. We might make it up on
Jojo
Tuesday night.
Yojimbi, you're in.
JoJo says he'll co-host.
Daniel, thank you so much.
Only
That's
if you get one of
incredible.
those buzzers that like buzzes every time somebody uses profanity.
Who's getting the buzzer, me or Jojo?
You.
Because you get JoJo and I together, I feel like it's going to be profanity everywhere. All I need
You
to do
said
is be encouraged.
it'll be the JoJo Manu hour. Score.
I love it.
Hey Daniel, thank you. Eddie, thank you. Marvel Unbound. I will do a video tomorrow. Well, if I get packs, like I'm not gonna sit here and assume if I get some packs, I'll do a video tomorrow. That'll be true. Daniel said, love listening as usual. You're both brilliant. Wow, Thank you. That is super kind.
Super nice, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Um,
I know I keep you here. You think you're getting away. I keep pulling you back. You said dance competition. Is that the Dancing with the Stars one you're doing?
no, that's
Okay.
in late February.
Okay, got it.
I have to actually learn to dance, which I haven't done yet. So,
All right.
but I have a conflict with that next weekend too. So, anyways, there's a lot going on in the Underwood house, but we're having fun. Yes, JoJo says he was talking about me and Manu. Yeah. All right, Pops, thanks. Justin's gonna be dancing like emo Spidey. I don't know. I don't know that I'm gonna put Spider-Man into the dance. I'm waiting to hear who my dancer co-partner is gonna be and
You're
what
gonna throw
they're
a
good at.
thwip in there.
I'm a thwip. I thwip you thwip. We thwip.
Hey. Oh gosh, this is good stuff. All right.
All right,
Okay.
everybody. If you haven't already done so, do us a favor, hit the like button. But thank you for watching. You are the content. You make it fun. We do appreciate it. Manu, I love you. Always appreciate being
Love
with
you too,
you
my
on the
friend.
show.
Thank you.
Look forward to it every week. It's like week 40, I think.
Dude, we're here, man.
We're
We
here.
are here.
We are. We are. Well, everybody, again, thank you for watching. And as always, I hope you have a marvelous day.